All right. Looks like we are live. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a great show for you guys. We talk about a lot of great gaming content and news. Shout outs, guys. Welcome. Big love to General Zamora. Happy birthday, Mr. General Zamora. I am playing Brilliant Wings for you. Happy birthday, though, bro. Seriously, happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. If you don't mind, you can tell us how old you are if you want. If not, that's okay, too. I think you're young, right, General Zamora? I think you're, like, in your 20s, aren't you? So yeah, General Z. General Zamora in the house. Happy birthday, though, bro. Seriously, happy birthday. It's been awesome having you around the Ninja Village last year and into this year. And I hope to many, 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 many more years of celebrating your birthday. Many, many, many more years of celebrating your birthday. So shout out to General Zamora. First donor on the board, $2 as well. Big love. Happy birthday, man. Seriously. Let's get into shout outs too. Dior was also here. What's up, Dior? Welcome. Dior is always here first. He's one of the first people here. Shout outs to Dior. Party man. What's up, party man? General Zamora, of course, happy birthday once again. Also, we've got Carlton San. What's up, Carlton? Welcome. 777 OG, double OG, triple OG. PC Chalice. What's up, PC Chalice? Chalice DJ. Epic Globster Rescue Squad. Dane Gonzalez. What's up, man? Yeah, he's getting old. 27. Yeah, you're getting towards Unk status, right? Like for all the Zoomers. If you're 27 years old, like you're getting towards Unk status, you're like 1 foot in the grave, you know, you're almost a grandpa, you know, so it's like you're on the downside of like to 30, you know, so you're on the bad side of 30, I guess, or whatever kids say today. So yeah, you old goon. No, I'm joking. 27, you're super young, man. You still got a lot of years. Oh my gosh. And if you take care of your health and all that, you've got, oh my God, you've almost got an exhausting amount of years in front of you, General Zamora. I mean, obviously, family hereditary, you know, and obviously nothing bad happens to you. But I can see you living to like 127. I can see you living for another 100 years, General Zamora. So many more birthdays to come, my boy. Just take care of yourself, and I wish you the best, seriously. I saw Zoo here. What's up, Zoo? What's good, man? Griffin, what's up, Griffin? Welcome. About to get to Prime 4, then I saw your streaming. Metro easily at 9.8 for me so far. I'm glad you're liking the game, Griffin. Switch After Dark. Apparently Kingdom Hearts might be coming to Switch 2 edition. Well, we're going to talk about that. That's why it's in the thumbnail. So yeah. Let's see here. Party Man, Dan Dips. Alien Weaponry. What is good? What is good? Alien Weaponry. What is good, guys? Apparently, we're Unk status at 25. Yeah, I've heard even as low as 25. You know, or you're pushing 30 at 24, you know, or something like that. Justin with the 2 says, how's it going? I was wondering, how is hacking the Switch 2 going pretty hard to hack? Also, can I get any Yakuza music, or is it copyrighted? Still loving it. Yakuza music is not copyrighted. Yakuza 0 music. It is. I don't think it's copyrighted. I mean, it might be, but we'll find out. We will find out if it is or not. So shout outs to my man Justin. Thank you for the $1.99. Very close, but didn't quite beat out General Zamora right now. Anybody does 2 or more, man, General Zamora. Big love. Hold up. Just because the 49ers got killed, that doesn't mean you had to burn your hat. Just plain. Yeah, I didn't burn my hat. I put hair product in, and I put like my hair stuff that I use, so I needed, and I actually did a little bit of curling, so like just a little bit of sponge curl, so I needed it to breathe today. Because I'm gonna go get my hair cut probably this week at some point. I don't know when, but I need to let my hair breathe this week before I go get my hair cut. So no hats for this week at least. As long as I feel like actually doing my hair, like actually combing in and taking care of it. But yeah, haircut this week, so definitely on my best behavior. But nope, hat's over there. So's my Bulls hat. So yeah, no burning. I wore it after they lost too, so yeah. Not much playing. Baldur's Gate 2 finalizing some LOL booking. Hey, there you go, man. We have Mass Effect talk when you're available. Yeah, we'll see about the Mass Effect discussion. Sure. Shinru with the $10 JoJo.
It ain't Friday but have a JoJo. How goes OJ and Ninnis? Finished Mario RPG last night, solid 7/10.
What?
Moving on to 1000-Year Door.
What?
Played for the first couple of hours
What?
and I see why folks loved it. Didn't click with young Shinru back at Kmart Demo XD.
7 out of 10 for Mario RPG? Absolutely not. Absolute a 7 out of 10 for Super Mario RPG? What? Absolutely not. That score is preposterous. It's a minimum 8 to 8.5 out of 10. What would make it a 7 based off of what? What would make that game a 7? That is insane. A 7 out of 10? No way. I don't understand why that game would be a 7 out of 10. What? That game's at least 8. Minimum 8 out of 10, in my opinion. I think at least minimum 8 out of 10. I mean, that game was legendary. I mean, we didn't have review scores back in the Super Nintendo days, but if it was to be reviewed on the Super Nintendo, it'd probably be like a 9 out of 10 game. Like, it would probably be 9+ out of 10, or like close to that. Let's see here. It's a 6 out of 10. It's dubbed. I don't know what that do-bad. I think you meant dumbed down and slow paced. It's definitely not slow paced. It's a fast paced RPG overall. It's a super fast paced turn based RPG. It's actually short. It's pretty linear overall when it comes down to it. So I don't know how it's slow paced. That's insane. I don't think you've actually beat the game. I don't think you've actually beat it. But it's not. It's fast paced. I almost beat it in one day. Like, I was literally going. I was blazing through it. It's not slow paced at all. Gotta be rage bait. 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 Slow paced. That's insane. It's a fast paced, high octane JRPG. Let's see here. Paper Mario 1000-Year Door, Super Mario RPG. Let's see. Paper Mario 1000-Year Door over Super Mario RPG. Paper Mario 1000-Year Door is a more complex. It's a bigger game than Super Mario RPG. For sure, a bigger game. And I can understand why people like Paper Mario more, but that's not the point. We weren't talking about Paper Mario. We were talking about just Super Mario RPG. It's not a 7 out of 10. Put 4 hours into it and grinding was obscene. Yeah, that's how I know that's Jeffrey T. There is no grinding in Super Mario RPG. You don't have to grind to beat the game. The game is insanely easy. Like, there is no grinding in the game. It gives you enough experience to just beat the game.
From the great game.
Can I get some music from the great game? Yeah, so I'm not sure what are you grinding for? The game, the max level is 30. You don't need to grind in that game at all. You can just play through it and beat all the bosses and beat everything. Like, it's not hard at all. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe you didn't understand how to play it or anything, but yeah, the game's not hard. So I don't know why you'd have to grind. There is no grinding, really. I mean, there's only grinding if you want to grind, but they don't give you enough experience in terms of just fighting enemies over and over for you to do anything. So there's no point. If you just go through the game, you'll level up accordingly. And I mean, you might not be able to beat some of the side stuff or like the extra bosses, or like the post game stuff, but you'll be able to beat the actual main story, no problem. If you just play through it. Shout outs to Just Mario RPG fan with the $11 JoJo. Also, Shinru with the 10. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG music. All right, let's go. We know we can't play anything other than Souls games. This is Jeffrey Tucker. Oh, and I know it's Jeffrey Tucker, Jeff T. I know that's you. But yeah, maybe you're just a Souls guy when it comes to RPGs or when it comes to that, because yeah, it's not slow paced. It's like I said, it's quick. I mean, it's probably 10, 15 hours. I mean, it's not very long and it's linear. Like, you start at the top and then you go in a circle. There are some side paths that you can do, but for the most part, you go in a circle. Like I said, I almost beat it in a night. Like, I had to stop myself from beating it in one night. But then again, I mean, I wouldn't say good, but I'm very good at it's hard to say. I'm not saying I'm like goated at the game or anything like that, but I mean, I beat the game a million times. I beat the game on the Super Nintendo, and it's the exact same thing on the Switch. It's just better graphics, and they have tweaked and changed some combat stuff in the game. Like, they have tweaked some stuff, but for the most part, it's structurally intact. Like the whole game is structurally intact. So I mean, I have beat the game a million times. So there is also that. Maybe I'm a little biased when it comes to that. Super Mario RPG fights. How about this music? Fight against stronger. All right, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this one's good. This one's good. Big Love got 25 on the combo board. Yo, combo breaks and overclock. 15 minutes extended.
Overclock
just
buster.
5 more. Oh, there's Party Man coming in. Let's go.
Hold up. We're not gonna start the stream with Mario RPG slander lol. The game is 9/10 for me. Minimum 8.5. Play some Mario RPG music, please.
Mario RPG's lit. This game is freaking incredible. I don't care what anybody says. It ain't no damn 7 out of 10. Yo, DJ, turn up the radio. Let's go. Oh my god, this song's so good. So good. Shout out to Party Man. We're gonna play some. I'll loop this one. This is like my favorite track. This is my favorite track. Let's see here. This is my favorite track. Yo, this music super slaps. Freaking like slaps. Tastes so plays so good, makes you want to slap your mama. Yo, Jeffrey Tucker with the 15 says Buck Bumble Toby Blister.
Buck Bumble.
Let's go. We're gonna play this one more time. Then Justin with another 3 says,
I love how we all join in to defend the game. Lol.
nah, there will be no, listen, there is no Super Mario RPG slander on my watch, okay? There is no Super Mario RPG slander on my watch. This game is freaking incredible. This game is, I don't care what anybody says, this game is legitimately freaking goated. It's legitimately goated. It's great. It's fantastic. Never got to play the original. I love the game. 9 out of 10. Yeah, like I say, like I get maybe 7. Like if you didn't grow up with it, there's no nostalgia tied to it. It's a pretty simplistic RPG. You know, there's not really anything that kind of like it's funny, and the writing's incredibly good. Like it's really well done. But if you're not paying attention to that, then that doesn't matter. You know, and like I said, it's quick. If you're not into RPGs as much or into Mario as much, then I can understand that. But like, if you're into Mario RPG or Mario games, if you're into like old school Square Enix, and like if you're into like witty writing, they combine all of that, and it's incredible. They even left the dirty Princess Peach joke in there. So we gotta give it's like 8 out of 10 just for that alone. The fact that they didn't censor that out of Super Mario RPG Remake, it's an 8 out of 10 just based off of that. Now I think it's higher. I'd probably give it an 8.5 to 9 in terms of the remake. I mean, if I was playing it back on the Super Nintendo, it was like a 10 out of 10 to me when I played it back in the day. But like, just grading it objectively, right? It was incredible. All right, so Buck Bumble, we gotta play a remix of Buck Bumble. Buck Bumble, because the guy who sang the song is insane. He is absolutely crazy. Yeah. 8 is the lowest. Hell, my old grumpy ass cannot, book Super Mario RPG slander out of here with that. Bro, it's so good. It's so good. Shout outs, guys. Appreciate it. Justin with the 3 as well. Shout outs to Justin. 53 on the combo board. We are almost at the 1 hour extension already. You guys are out here. Let's go. I played the remake of Super Mario RPG. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't remember the marketing. The V2 has better performance. They kind of just dropped it. They didn't market the V2 at all. They didn't market the V2. They just said, they didn't say anything. Nintendo did not market the V2. It just showed up, and it was like, yeah, there's this. And I don't think they never distinguished the V2 from the V1 Switch. They never did. So yeah. My RPG is the OG Expedition 33. The original Expedition 33. Yeah, something like that. Oh man. Let's see here. If they had added voices to the remake, it would have been a 9. I don't think that's what makes it either a 9 or an 8. I don't think voices do that or not, in my opinion at least. But yeah, it would have been nice for sure. But I don't think that's the deciding factor. Just OJ starting Fire Emblem 3 Houses can't put it down. Yes, it's very good. But if you played it when it first dropped, this was Nintendo and Square Enix's first official collaboration. Yeah, I think it was their first real official collab outside of like maybe a publishing deal or something. This was like their first collaboration. Yeah, Mario was like, they had all sorts of wild ideas. Like they wanted to put Mario like in armor, like with the horse, like with the sword and shield. They had all sorts of crazy stuff for the game. But they ultimately ended up, you know, settling on Mario, how Mario normally looks, but then, you know, like, and then like put him with like his shells and, you know, Mega Glove and stuff like Hammer, you know, things like that, right? Because obviously the original Donkey Kong, so like, I think they did a good job with that. I think putting Princess Peach in the game was a stroke of brilliance too. Like, back then we weren't used to playing, I mean, we were kind of used to playing as Princess Peach, but not really, right? Because all we had was Mario Bros. 2. But Mario Bros. 2 was in like 88 or something like that, right? So it had been almost a decade when Super Mario RPG came out. So it'd been a while since we actually got to play as Princess Peach in any notable like way. And to see that you can play as Bowser, play as Princess Peach, they had new characters, you know, there's new cool character Geno and Mallow. It was cool, man. It was just like a dope like experience. Like if you played it back then. Now if you played it now, once again, maybe it's not as impressive because there's been so many RPGs since then. There's been like the Octopath series, there's been Bravely Default, like there's been all these other, you know, smaller scale RPGs that did certain gameplay stuff, right? But back then it was incredible. It was such a cool experience. Like it was unlike anything else. We had never seen Mario like this at all. We had never seen Mario in an RPG. A turn-based RPG, be it that. Like it was great. It was like Final Fantasy and Mario combined. You know, I loved it. I loved it so much. You know, I thought it was great. Let's see here. Didn't they call the V2 red box to show the difference? I mean, I don't know if they called it. Like they never came out and made like a video or something. Said, hey, here's the red box that makes it different. I don't know if they did. I don't recall anything of them saying that, but if you can find something, let me know and we can talk about it. But I don't recall them. Yes, they made the red box different to where you knew it was the V2 Switch. Yes, that is true. I just don't recall them actually marketing that, like saying it out loud. I mean, but yes, the red box. I remember day one when I found out about the V2 Switch and the better battery, I went out and bought one day one. And I was like, yeah, this is the one I'm gonna use. You know, so yeah. Princess Peach really got her shine in Mario RPG outside of original Mario Kart. Yes, I mean that's true. You had Mario Kart. We were able to play as Princess Peach in Mario Kart. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Mario Kart. But then also this game, you know, like an actual like RPG, you know, that you can play as Princess Peach. That was crazy. I mean, it's hard for me to sit and like tell you guys how crazy it was back in 1996, 1997. You know, when I was playing this game, to be able to play as Bowser and Princess Peach in one game. The only thing that some people had a problem with is like, wait a minute. Where's Luigi? Like, why can't we play as Luigi in the game? So that was one thing that people were saying back then was, why isn't Luigi part of the crew? And like, it's weird because it has an odd number. It has 5 characters. Why not just make one more and make Luigi 6? So that was one thing that people were saying back then. Like, wait a minute, where's Luigi at? Like, why isn't he here? And all that. So, we just started, Brandon. You're good, man. We just started. Feel like it's early to have it's already early to have a new model. Nobody's saying that they're gonna have a new model right now. Bunchi, or I don't know how to say your name. But nobody's saying that they're gonna have a new model now. It's probably gonna come later. But if there's a new model coming, like they don't just drop it out of nowhere and like, oh my god, they don't just make it randomly appear. You've got to work on the model beforehand. Doesn't mean you're gonna drop it right now. It just means that you got to work on it though. Kind of like when they announce like a new system. It's not like they just made the new system. They've been working on it for a number of years, right? So it's the same thing with the new model. If you get rumors of that, oh, they're tinkering with something they're working on. Yeah, they're working on it. Doesn't mean they're going to drop it now, but they're working on it because you have to work on the things. If it's going to come out 2 or 3 years from now, it's got to start working on it now. Like you can't wait if you want to say, oh, we want to release it in 2 years or 3 years. That doesn't mean you start working on it in 2 or 3 years and drop it out of nowhere. You got to work on it well beforehand, you know. So that's what's going on. So yeah, they could have dropped Geno for Luigi. No, they could not have dropped Geno for Luigi. No, they could not have dropped Geno for Luigi. Wait a minute, I'm not saying sacrifice Gino for the sake of Luigi. What the hell? I didn't say that. I like the original characters in the game. I like Mallow. I like Gino. No, keep them in there. I'm just saying they could have just added Luigi in there. Hold up, I didn't say anything about dropping Gino. What the hell? Why would you drop one of the most iconic, quirky characters in the history of Square Enix and Nintendo for a character that we've seen a million times with Luigi? I didn't say all that. Going too far, brother. I like Gino. Gino's dope. GameStop internal exclusive review to V2 as Redbox NS Nintendo marketing wise was the light for that year. They'll just show the box with certain game spots. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they actually talked about it out loud and all that. So, let's see here. What's up, chat? The new model's probably going to drop later than expected with current economic conditions. I wouldn't be surprised if it dropped, you know, a new model or like a light or something dropped in like, yeah, 2-3 years from now. We'll see though. Kingdom Hearts is the only reason why I regret selling my handheld gaming PC. I need the series on Switch. Yeah, hopefully they come with a, what's it called, with a new one. Or hopefully they come with like the new rumors that they have something ready. Now we got another rumor of Borderlands 4 getting a release date for late February from a Portuguese website. So it looks like things are kind of, once again, like shaping together when it comes to the Nintendo Direct. I do think that the Nintendo Direct is coming up. You're starting to get a lot of games that are leaking, a lot of games that are getting random listings, a lot of ratings on Peggy, Hi-Fi. Like, this is exactly what happens before we get a Nintendo Direct. We get a lot of random stuff just dropping out of nowhere. You know, like I said, ratings, combination of different things. So yeah, it definitely seems like Kingdom Hearts, which I do think that they wanted to do Kingdom Hearts native on Switch 1. They just didn't feel like spending the money to port it. They just didn't feel like spending them, like doing all that work to get it running properly and optimized from x86 to ARM. I think now that you have a ton of overhead with the Switch 2 now, or significantly more overhead and better specs, you can get that ported over easier with less optimization and more just, hey, look, brute forcing it to make sure that it adapts well. So, and I am gonna get copyrighted. Yu Yu Hakusho, I could not play that. Let me see. Let me try to find a different track here. Shout outs to Yu Yu Hakusho though. Show's awesome. All right, I gotta be careful here. Certain music's gonna play, gonna get me copyrighted. All right, shout outs to General Zamor with the $2 dono and says, DJ OJ, play Wild Battle from ZA. Okay, I got you. We'll play that instead. Wild Battle ZA. Okay, shout outs. Right now, and I want Fire Emblem Fortunes. We wait till the Direct. They're gonna give you a release date for that game. Probably we're gonna get a release date for that game. So I think a lot of times Nintendo fans forget that we have Directs and when we're gonna get things. So it's coming. All that stuff's coming. As somebody who's been around for a long time covering Nintendo. Let's see here. If Switch 2 gets all the third party, there's no point in owning PS5 and Xbox. I think that there's still a point in owning them because, you know, the Switch 2 versions might not be as good as the other versions of the game. So like maybe if you want better frame rate or resolution, the PS5 will have that, you know. So there's definitely going to be some games that you might want to say, okay, that's better on PS5 because it supports X, Y, and Z. Or if you have like a PS5 Pro, you can get yourself better quality. So I don't know if there's no reason. Plus PS5 also has, you know, Sony still does some exclusives. So if you want to play God of War, if you want to play stuff like that, I mean, unless you want to play it on PC or like wait 5 months or 6 months or however long it takes them to get it over. Like if you want to play Ghost of Yotei or something like that, or Death Stranding right away, like there's still that reason to own a PS5, in my opinion at least. Let's see here. What are the weekend sales expectations for FF7 between Switch 2 and Xbox? Probably not much. I don't know what the sales expectations are going to be. It's hard to say. Do you mean worldwide? Do you mean like what do you mean, like, or like what region? Japan? Because like we're not going to get any actual sales numbers for the US and all that. So unless Square Enix feels like talking about it, and they won't, because they'll just add it into the full total Final Fantasy VII. So there is no expectations, and we're not Square Enix, so we don't have any we don't have any expectations. There is no expectations for a 5+ year-old port down at this point coming over to these two platforms. I have no idea how it's going to do, but yeah, I mean, it's a game that's already, I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake's already sold like 7-8 million copies, so I'm not sure what their expectations are, to be honest. I have no idea. Let's see, I'm taking a shot in the dark and requesting February requesting off February 10th for the direct. Yeah, chances are it's not that, but that's the only thing that we can go off of right now, man. So it is what it is. What's up, the cool guy? Welcome. What's up, Caps? Paranormal, welcome. Switch 2 is mostly just for portability. People will still get PS5 for power. Absolutely. I mean, there are still people, and also like the ball and gun games, you know, ball and gun games and stuff like that. I don't think that there's no reason to not get PS5. I think there's still a reason. But I don't think Switch 2 is just for portability. I don't think that's it. I think there's actually gonna be people that just like it because it, you know, because they just want that system. They want that hybrid style to where you can put on the TV and on the go, both of them melding together. Not just portability, but just the hybrid nature of it, certain features, you know, the certain games, things like that. But I see what you're trying to say for sure. Yak Diesel with the $5 dono. Yo, what's good? Shout outs. This is why are we counting Mario Bros 2 as Princess Peach big break? We know about Doki Doki Panic palette swap, but she had her own skill set. Well, listen, it doesn't matter if it's a palette swap or not. It is what it is. I mean, the original Mario was almost a palette swap with Popeye, right? So I mean, we can't be picky and choosy here. What happens is what happens. So it's called Mario Bros 2, so therefore it's called Mario Bros 2, you know? So yeah, shout outs though. Combo breaks. 1 hour extension. We've got it, baby. Knowing me, oh. Guys, so much appreciate that. Let's go. Flame clock cooked. We've got 40 more combos, and then we have the Platinum Streak 101. Let's go. Shout outs. That Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave May release date ever have any credibility, or was it BS? We don't know if it's gonna have credibility until Nintendo actually confirms that, Pure Psychotic. So I
noticed that I play docked a lot more on Switch 2 than Switch 1 because it was rough sometimes.
Yeah. Switch 2, much better resolution-wise, on a big TV at least. But yeah, we won't know if the Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave release date. We don't know if there's credibility or not until Nintendo actually announces the release date. So once Nintendo announces the release date, then we'll know if it's credible or not. So we'll find out then, Pure Psychotic. We will find out then. Let's see here. Ball and gun games, baby. Ball and gun. That was kind of disappointed with Square when it announced sales numbers for FF7. This is the same company that called 3 million for Tomb Raider 2013 disappointing. So whatever, I guess. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna announce specific sales numbers for individual platforms. I don't think they're gonna do that. They don't ever do that for the most part, unless the game is an exclusive. But I don't see them announcing, hey, we sold 175,000 units this past weekend. Like that's never happened. That's never happened for a late release of a game 5 years. Like if they port a game over a late release, they're not going to announce sales numbers individually. That doesn't, why would they do that? I mean, they'll probably add it into the whole bunch and then at some point say, oh, now Final Fantasy VII Remake is over this many, but they're not going to individually announce sales numbers per platform. They don't do that. Most companies don't do that. Almost no companies do that, so don't expect stuff like that. Let's see here. Shout outs to Justin though. Thank you for the 3. I appreciate it. Big love. But yes, docked. I play docked and I play portable. I play both. Like I play almost 50-50, I think. I think I'm almost 50-50. Better roadmap for NSO game trials. It can help sell some games, allow devs to get tangible feedback. I don't know if there's going to be a better roadmap for that because I think they're actually just figuring out what's going to be next or not. So yeah, I'm not sure if there is going to be a better roadmap or anything like that. I think it's just going to be like a random thing that just pops up, unfortunately. But that'd be nice though, but I doubt it. Let's see. So are you counting Super Mario Bros. 2 as Princess Peach's big break then? What am I arguing in favor of? I'm saying that it's still Mario Bros 2. Yes, that was like, okay, you can play as Princess Peach in a game. Yeah, like that was it. Right? I mean, that's it. You can play as her. I don't care if it's Doki Doki American or whatever. It's still, listen, it's still a thing. You can still play as Princess Peach. What's up, Juma Little Mo? Welcome. How you doing today, brother? Big love, big love. So yes, you gotta count it. Thoughts on Super Smash Bros, which is a 3D fighter like Tekken made by Namco, but it's a spin-off. We'll have 2D Smash Bros as well. No, that's a bad idea. That's a really, really, really bad idea. Trying to split your base into 3D and 2D and making it like a hardcore fighting. That doesn't make any sense to spend money on that. You might as well just put that money into making the best 2D Super Smash Bros. Game that you can make. Why split the audience? Why do all that? That's just a, no offense, Leaf Storm, but that's just a terrible idea. That's quite possibly the worst thing that you can do with Super Smash Bros. Is trying to split the base of people into 3D fighters that are like Tekken or like that doesn't make any sense. Does not make zero sense. And I would say that would be irresponsible and a very, very, very bad idea if they did that. I don't see them doing that at all. So yeah, do not see them doing that at all. Let's see here. Man, I only want to know what the F third-party game that Kiwi keeps teasing. We'll see about that game. I don't know if that game, I don't know what the game is. Once again, it's subject to his own opinion too. So you also have to factor that in. We might get the game and it's not the what the F game that you think that he thinks it is, you know? So you also have to keep expectations a little bit in check for that, you know? Play Switch on the side of bed with Pro Controller with the Switch against the wall. Against the wall? Okay, sure. Do you need a grip? I think you might need like a satisfying grip, you know? Play it more comfortably portable. Handheld. Let's see here. But hey, if you like to do it that way, That could be comfortable too. Make a new Pokken. Yeah, a new Pokken. Yeah, take that budget and make a new like Pokken Tournament 2. Pokken Tournament 2. You can do something else with that. Make a Fire Emblem fighting game, like a Fire Emblem, game. Or even make a versus game. Soul Calibur versus Fire Emblem. I think that'd be a cool. If you want to spend a big budget on a Smash Brothers 3D fighting game, just take that budget and make Soul Calibur versus Fire Emblem. Boom. Boom, right there. Soul Calibur versus Fire Emblem fighting game. Bam. Like Tekken versus Street Fighter or whatever, or like all that. Or like the Marvel versus Capcom. Well, obviously it's a 3D fighter, but you guys know what I mean, right? So yeah. Viva Pinata is pretty, what the F, let's go. Viva Pinata. I've not heard that name in a long time. I mean, I don't think it's Viva Pinata. I don't think it's a what the F game because Viva Pinata was already on the DS. So that already has came over to Nintendo. So why would that be a what the F game? Viva Pinata, that's already been on Nintendo platform, despite Microsoft owning the IP for that. So yeah, I don't think it's Viva Pinata. I don't think it's that game. Shout outs to 7Dio. What's up, 7Dio? Welcome. And he says, good afternoon, OJ, man. We have some Mario RPG Woods. Yes, sir. Mario RPG. I think, yeah, Lost. That's the forest maze. Shout outs, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. Brother, I am joking. I know you're joking. I'm just letting you know so other people were reading it. I got to make sure that I say it so people don't believe me. When people say Viva Pinata, OJ thinks Viva Pinata is coming. So I got to make sure that I say that. Yo, what's up, Action Jackson? What's up? What's up? The Great Waz here too. What up, the Great Waz? I'm guessing what the F game is Horizon. Kiwi Talks Poker Face cracked a bit on the Nimpembite podcast when they asked about Horizon. That's not a what the F game. Horizon? That racing game from Microsoft? That's not a what the F. No. That's not a what the F game because Microsoft's already going multi-platform. Horizon's already on PlayStation. Why would that be a what the F game? Microsoft's already putting out Indiana Jones, and they're putting out Fallout. They're putting out all these Xbox games on Nintendo Switch, and a lot of them are already on PlayStation. Like, how would that be a what the F game? It's just a racing game. That's all it is. That's not a what the F game. I'm sorry. That's why I said don't get too trapped up in that. Don't get too hyped up and geeked up and all that, because if it ends up not being what you think it should be or whatever, then yeah, like it's not as good. So yeah, that would not be a what the F game, bro. Shout outs to the combo break 65. We are going. Hey yo, appreciate that. 35 combos away from the Platinum 101. Let's go. Leave stream early to work out. See you. All right, take it easy, Psychotic. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Samba de Amigo. Not gonna lie, Horizon 5 would be dumb as hell to come over at the same time span as Japan for it. I mean, Listen, I think it can still come over because I don't think the Japan Forza is gonna be day one on Switch 2. So I mean, they could bring it over. I mean, it's a good game and it'll do well on Switch 2. Like, it would sell well. I think it'd do fine. I just don't think that's a what the F game. I do think that's coming though. I do think that is coming. I think that's coming. Oh, Sony's Horizon. Oh, okay. Like a Horizon's, okay, Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, I thought you meant Forza Horizon. I thought you meant Forza Horizon. Okay, Horizon Zero Dawn. So, like, is that a what the F? It's like, yes, it is. Trust me, even though I'll be shocked, but it's like, what would soften that blow would be the fact that the fact that Sony already released Lego Horizon. So Nintendo fans have already got a taste of being able to purchase a Sony IP. So yes, like, I agree that would be a little bit of a what the F game, but like, it's a what the F game for sure. But like, it's not as what the F because they already put Horizon Lego on the Switch too, or on the Switch. So yeah. Let's see here. New Smash Bros on Switch 2 has to go 3D. Simply take the current 2D and turn it around simple. What does that even mean, Laker? That makes what you just said makes no sense. Take the current one and just turn it around. What does that even mean? And no, they're not gonna make it 3D. They're not gonna make it 3D. A 3D fighting game. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sold 36 million copies. They've got 36 million reasons to make it a 3D fighting game. Now, tell me what 3D fighting game, individual fighting game, has sold 36 million copies. Yeah. None. So, like, that's a bad idea. Let's see. But the turn-based battles and Mega Evolution Pokemon are the main reason why I can't stand turn-based battle system, because Pokemon battling turn too long to finish off. That seems like a skill issue if you're taking forever to be able to beat certain Pokemon in the game, because Pokemon don't last very long when it comes to like the turn-based battles. Like, if it's taking forever, you're not very good at the game, Chris. So I mean, that could be it. You need to learn how to exploit matchups better, because Pokemon are really weak, to be honest. Most of them can't take, if you know what you're doing, most of them won't be able to take more than 3 hits. Max should be about max would be 3 to 4 hits if you know what you're doing. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you're gonna be getting hit, and you're gonna be doing a lot of hits and all that. But if you know what you're doing and know how to exploit weaknesses, like I said, max is 2 hits, 3 hits for any Pokemon to die, or to get knocked out. So yeah, I mean, so it's a skill issue when it comes to that, Chris. So I would definitely say if you want to get good at Pokemon, I highly recommend checking out, like, knowing matchup types, like knowing what Pokemon beats the other Pokemon. Because if you're just hitting blow for blow, like, and you're not good at, like, you've never, you know, up your Pokemon stats, you don't know how to do like EV training or IV training, like, you don't know all that, then yeah, your Pokemon gonna suck. It's gonna take more hits. You're probably gonna get knocked out more. You're not gonna know matchup types. So yeah. But yeah, Pokemon really shouldn't last more than, if you know what you're doing, it will take about 2 hits or 3 hits to knock out a Pokemon. And like I said, that's once again, if you don't know what you're doing. Like, if you know what you're doing, you know, I mean, depending on how good your Pokemon are, you can have 1-hit kills. Like, you can just have 1-hit kills, or once again, 2 hits. You know, there's like, so yeah. He's using fire Pokemon against a rock Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, guys, like, Pokemon, it's a kid's game, but it's not easy per se. Pokemon is significantly harder now than when it was back when I first started playing it back in 1997 or 98. Like, there's way more types, there's more matchups, there's more Pokemon, there's more elements, there's more gimmicks. Pokemon is a very difficult game. It's at this point now. Like, to play and to be good at it, it's difficult. It's not easy. Now, it's inviting, but it's because there's only 4 moves. You can only know 4 moves, right? But it's difficult to be good at the game. Like, it's not easy because you have to know a lot to be good at the game. Like, you have to know all the matchups. And once again, you have to recognize the Pokemon. I personally have trouble recognizing the Pokemon, like what type they are. And then now you have dual types. You have dual types where they're this and this, so you think, oh yeah, that looks like a grass Pokemon. No, well, they have like an element that negates fire, right? So now it doesn't do double damage. So it's like, Pokemon is difficult to be good at, you know? You have to really study and know what Pokemon is that. But so like, I'm not good at Pokemon anymore. I used to be, but I am not good at it. But I do understand enough. Like, I learn as I play because I know the general basics of Pokemon, you know? So I get better and better as I play as I play through the single player campaigns. But yeah, I sucked at Sword and Shield. I sucked at Scarlet and Violet. But I learned as I went along, you know. But Diamond and Pearl is very good. I knew all the Pokemon then. Sapphire, Ruby, all that. I knew all of them then. Not as much, but Red, Blue, Yellow, Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, Gold, Silver. Like, I know all the Pokemon and all the matchups and all that in those games, just because I played those like crazy. I also played the Pokemon. I played the what's it called? I played the Pokemon trading card game, so that helps you learn matchups too. I played a lot of the Pokemon trading card game back in the day. So yeah. Unless we talk competitive Pokemon, then you're right. Well, just even if you're playing through the single player campaign, if you don't know matchup types, it's gonna take you way longer to beat the game and like to fight. Like if you don't know them, it's gonna take you forever. So there's no cap on my end. There's no cap. It's a difficult game to play overall because there's so many different things that you have to know to understand the game. So if you're, like I said, more of a casual, you're not going to understand all of these things off the top. It's going to take you longer if you don't know all the matchups or you don't know all the Pokemon. There's a million Pokemon in the game. They all have different types and abilities and matchups and different stuff. There's nothing cap about what I said. I've been playing Pokemon since, I think, before you were born, House Gang. Or like around the time that you were born, I was playing Pokemon, you know, before you were out of diapers. Let's see here. My brother is 12 years younger than me, and he struggled a lot because he didn't understand type matchups. Yeah, like it's one of those things, you know. Yeah, Pokemon campaigns difficulty is figuring out what Pokemon type is the design and trial and error. Try to remember as much as you can. Yeah, like it's like I said, if you play Pokemon Red and Blue, it's much easier. Pokemon are like literally like the color of what type they are. Like, oh, it's a fire Pokemon, it's probably red, or it's like orange, or it's like that. Oh, it's a normal Pokemon, it's probably like a light white color or some type of, you know, pale color. Oh, it's a water Pokemon, it's probably gonna be blue or something like that, or it's gonna look like a freaking duck, or it's gonna look like a seal, or it's gonna look like literally there's like Seal, it's named Seal. The original Pokemon is very easy because everything is just like color coded and like all the Pokemon look like how they're supposed to look like. Oh, there's a duck. Yeah, you electrocute the duck in the water, right? Oh, there's a, like I said, oh, there's a seal. Okay, yeah, it's a water Pokemon. And they have a lot more single types. A lot of the original Red and Blue, like there's not dual types, unless I think you play Fire Red and Leaf Green, like they updated it, I think, a bit. But like it's much, much easier to understand what's weak and what's resistance and what's all that in the original games than it is in the newer games. It's difficult. Thanks. My level of Pokemon higher than the Mega Evolution Pokemon by 20. I'm still not able to defeat them. Yeah, what you got to do is you got to find the right type matchup. So you got to actually find what's effective against them. Now remember, another thing that a lot of more casual owners don't know about it. If you do a move against a Pokemon and you're not the same type of the move, you don't get the full damage burst. Okay? So sometimes some people say, oh, well, I did this move. My Pokemon learned a different move outside of its type, and it says effective, but it's not doing any damage. Well, that's because you're not getting the extra boost of you actually being that type. And that's something that a lot of, you know, people, like a lot of casuals and stuff don't know because they don't necessarily tell you. You just gotta have to know that. So I recommend fighting against Mega Pokemon. I recommend definitely being the matchup type, like actually having or being the matchup type of the weakness, because you don't get that extra boost unless you are the type of that move that you're doing. So people kind of falter with that because you're not getting the full damage out of it, you know? Rock Pokemon were actually rocks, exactly, like Golem, Geodude, you know, stuff like that. Ghost Pokemon obviously all look like ghosts. Every single one of them, you know, look like ghosts. Now you have Pokemon that are like part ghost. They don't even look like a ghost. They're just like a regular dog and they're like ghost too or something like that, you know? So it's like, it's crazy. Let's see here. So you just gotta do that. The only Pokemon game I played is Pokemon Go. Unless he's doing the raid boss. Oh, I think he's doing a Mega Evolution. So the Mega Evolution are a lot stronger than regular Pokemon. You also benefit from EV training your stats and maxing out. I'm not even going to let him know about EV training and IV training because that would probably go right over his head at this point. You know, so I mean, that's a step. That's the next step. That's the next step when it comes down to it. So I don't think he's that. I would only say do EV and IV training if you're really trying to play competitive. That's what I would say do EV and IV training for. Although I was able to transfer over a large amount of my fully EV trained and IV trained Pokemon from the older games. So when the new Pokemon game comes out, I hope they support all of it. So I have like all these freaking great, you know, Gen 3, Gen 4, a little bit of Gen 5, but mainly Gen 4 and Gen 3 EV and IV trained Pokemon that are all like sitting in my Pokemon home, ready to bust out into the scene. So we'll see what's even supported in the next games. So yeah. Overall essence. Okay, sure. Let's hear. What's up, Sellout? Welcome, man. How you doing today, brother? At least stick a good mint on your mod. Yeah, that's probably the bare minimum. At least, yeah, just at least put them with the nice mint that gets their nature. You know, that'd be advantageous to their how they build their stats. But once again, that's also something that you need to look into a little bit. You know. I can see your comments, man. Welcome to the stream. Star Wars? Maybe Star Wars at the next Nintendo Direct, yeah. The 2KO game? It's possible, but I don't know if it will or not. Let's see. That's your favorite word in your videos overall. Okay, is it? All right, I'll make sure to keep on saying it then, since it's my favorite word. Yo, Justin with the 3. With the 3, and he says, okay, you're gonna
Here's a wonderful tip for Legends CA. Make sure to use your plus moves with the plus button.
Yep. Plus moves definitely help out a lot. Plus moves, yep, I agree. Plus moves are good. Plus moves definitely good with that. Let's see here. I'm a Pokemon fiend instead of mobile gaming. I care my DS systems. That's cool. Ryu says, looking forward to Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Hoping to get the Xeno upgrades this year. I hope so too. Although when I played Pokemon Legends ZA, for some reason people were being insane. One guy was trying to analyze every frame and every single thing. Like, it was crazy. It was a pretty funny day, in my opinion. Pretty funny day. Shout outs to everybody subbing, though. I appreciate that. We are doing great, guys. We are definitely bumping up on the subs and all that. So I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys coming through, you know, watching the channel and all that good stuff. Definitely want to keep things going. So if you got friends that are into Nintendo or RPG gaming, let them know about the channel. Subscribe. Let's get the 150,000 subscribers this year, man. Like, I want to ride this into the Nintendo Direct, and I want to see if we can hit, you know, 135,000 subscribers post Nintendo Direct. I gotta see, we gotta bump this up a bit, but we're doing really good. We're 130k plus, 130,000, 150. We got 150 new subs like in the last like 2 days or so, last 2 or 3 days. So we're doing fantastic. We're gonna keep offering, like I said, we're gonna keep doing our giveaways, keep doing our stuff as we hit new goals. So this year we're actually marketing, but I want to say thank you. A lot of you guys have been reaching out. I've been having a lot of you guys reach out and say, yo, OJ, I let my friends or my homies know about your channel. They subbing up, they commenting. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Like I said, we finally broke past that 130. I'll be honest, guys, the sub count kind of froze last year, bro. I think at one point I was getting like 11 new subs a month. I don't know what was going on. Well, that was like earlier. I'm like, okay, we got to change that. But yeah, so we're doing really good here. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the premier place for the best Nintendo Switch 2 RPG news, non-biased, actual, give it to you, give you guys the facts, give you guys what it is, left to right, up to down. There's not a better channel than this. So I appreciate you guys coming through. I appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate you guys showing love, dropping donos, all that good stuff. 32 combos away. 32 combos away from the Platinum 101, so I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. Star Wars 1.02 just came out today. Now, I'm not sure what update you're talking about. I want Nintendo to have just one series for each genre. To be honest, with their library, they can do that. One series for each genre. I mean, they could, but it's not really about trying to fill that. I mean, obviously, you want to have a lot of different stuff. But sometimes if you don't have something for that genre or for that whatever, then you don't have something. I don't want them to force it, you know? So yeah. Back in the early gens, Pokemon get something BS with Psychics, Dragons, and Whitney's Miltank. Psychics and Dragons were incredibly powerful in the early gen, yes, but then they got balanced now, like with, you know, Steel and Fairies and Dark Pokemon and all. They balanced it out a bit more, but yeah, Psychics and Dragons were insanely powerful. There wasn't enough ice moves to really take down dragons and stuff. Let's see. Wonder Nintendo didn't support Sword and Shield long term. I waited and all waited update never came. Haven't played Pokemon since. Well, I mean, there's no reason to support Sword and Shield long term when the Scarlet and Violet came out afterwards. So they go from one Pokemon game to the other. They don't support it for like 10 years or anything like that. So they supported it for the time being. They put out some DLC and then they move on. They got to move on to the next Pokemon game. So yeah, they don't really. It's not a live service game if that's what you're asking for. Like they don't do that with Pokemon games. I mean, they have live service elements, like, but they don't make it to where, oh, we're gonna support this game well past like the next generation comes out. We're still supporting this. They're not gonna do that. They've never done that. So yeah, that's not happening. But if you don't want to play anymore because of that, then don't play. I mean, you don't gotta play Pokemon. If that's what got you to stop playing, don't play. Let's see here. You're my main source for Nintendo news, senor. Hey, I appreciate that, Giovanni. Hey, what's up, Stealth? Stealth, we're gonna have you on. We just gotta pick a date. We gotta pick a date. Probably this weekend. We can try to see if we can get something this weekend. If you're good for this weekend. Shout out to my man Stealth. Big love. Psychic was broken in Red and Blues and saying, yeah, they're pretty much broken. Psychic Pokemon are really good in that game. Alakazam, I mean, is really good in that game. So it's like, Psychic Pokemon are really good. Really good, really good. Let's see, I actually have good expectations for Gen 10. I have calm level expectations for Gen 10, but we'll see. We will see. What's up, Kev? Hey, what's up, OJ? I'm such a big fan of Capcom supporting Switch 2 after DD2. They're my favorite publisher of all time. All right, there you go. This should work. All right, cool, cool. We should probably do something before the Spawncast. We'll do something before the Spawncast for sure. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, the basement band? Keep her moving. Those damn fairy types. Fairies are good because they help balance out the like dragons and stuff like that. So yeah. Shouts to fairy Pokemon. Hey, what's up, random videos? You're my main source for NFL. I mean, listen. NFL channel incoming. I've already made up my mind. I don't know what the name of the channel is gonna be, but I'm definitely running the NFL channel probably this summer. Maybe before training camp. I'm gonna definitely start doing some like reaction videos and stuff like that. So yeah, new channel is coming through. We're gonna have a new channel. I think I have an idea for the name, but I don't want to say it so somebody doesn't steal it. So yeah. So yeah. My FF7 remake has shipped. Can't wait to play it on something other than PC. Hey, there you go, Justin. Pokemon Combat. Should they do like Expedition 33 Pokemon? No, that'd be a bad idea because Expedition 33 is not a competitive monster tamer game. It's a turn-based RPG centered around 5 characters, and it's balanced for that. Pokemon has 1 million characters, so making a Pokemon game like Expedition 33 doesn't seem like a good idea. My main source for Fire Emblem 4 and Endless Ocean news. You know what? Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do Fire Emblem 4 and Endless Ocean. Somebody's got to do that. It's not called Football Essence either. It's not called Football Essence. It is going to be a 49ers based channel though, like with like extra stuff surrounding that. But it is going to be, I am going to talk about 49ers mainly. And then of course, teams that the 49ers play. So obviously like the Rams and the Seahawks and the Cardinals and anybody else that they play. But yeah, I'm definitely going to start it up this. Like I said, I just want my boy to get a little bit older, like when he gets to daycare and stuff like that. I think I'll have extra time to actually do that. But yeah, I definitely want to start doing NFL content, and then slowly down the line transition into like full-time NFL, like when I'm older, transition to like full-time NFL like content, and maybe even like go to games and cover them, you know, and write about them and make videos on them, like I said, but when I'm older. You know, the thing about NFL content and all that, you can be old as hell doing content like that. People don't care. Gaming content, it seems like it's definitely shifting over towards the young peeps, people that just yell on camera all day or do crazy public stunts and, you know, weird, stupid stuff like that. So, I mean, NFL content, you don't got to do all that, you know? So eventually I'll get into that. But I mean, I'll always make video game content. I'll always make video game content. As long as I can, I'll make video content. I'll make a lot of video game content. I'll always do that. I'm planning on playing RE2 and RE9. Do you think that's good, or there should be another game to play before jumping in? RE2 before RE4 before RE9. RE2 and 4 before 9. Yeah, definitely play RE2 and 4 before 9 because they all share a main character. Those 3 games. So yeah, those are fine. I mean, yeah, all you really need to play is, I mean, you can play RE6 too if you want to play RE6. Leon's in that game as well, so if you want to add that one in, you can. But yeah, RE2, RE4, those should be good. I mean, you might want to also play RE, like, Code Veronica, but 2 and 4 should be good. Do you think Resident Evil Requiem characters will be in the next Smash Bros. Game that they're going to be? I don't think so, no. I mean, Leon has a chance of being in there. I think there's always a chance of a Resident Evil character, but I don't know about, like, Requiem, like the Ashcroft girl. Like, I don't know about her. I mean, Leon has a chance. Chris Redfield, Leon, they have chances. Like Jill, one of those 3, or like Wesker or something like that. Like a mainstay of Resident Evil. NFL Jollof is a both sports mukbang channel where you tell NFL news while eating jollof rice. That's funny. Okay, that seems like a weird combination. Nigerians really aren't into NFL. But yeah, I guess. I just want to see another game that has many individual models as average Pokemon game has. Hint, no recolors or models don't count. Okay, I hope you get what you want. Was it gonna be broadcasting Super Bowl 82? No, I don't want to do broadcasting. I just want to do content like talking about the Niners. That's all. I just want to talk about like the free agents, like the injuries, the games. I want to do like watch parties. I want to do like like nightcap stuff, like after the game, like what happened with the 49ers, like bad or good. Like I want to do stuff like that. I don't want to do like broadcasting and all that. So yeah. The Bears had it. They didn't bother to do a field goal attempt, but great game. Yeah, the Bears had it. I mean, they choked on 3 separate occasions that I can point out. What's up, Max Only? I don't think he has all the time to play all the REs before Resident Evil 9 comes out. I mean, it comes out next month, so I don't think he has time to play every single one. But yeah, if you can, sure. Was Scarlet Nexus any good? It's solid. I'd say Scarlet Nexus is like a solid 7, 8 out of 10. Let's see. To be fair, we still need elder statesmen in gaming industry to keep things in perspective and context of what happened then and what can happen now in gaming. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna make gaming content. I just plan on also making NFL content too. You know, like I just plan on doing both. Like NFL content's so much fun. Like it's so much fun to. I've absorbed enough. I did the same thing before I started like my YouTube channel. The same thing. Like I absorbed video game like media for like getting back all the way to Nintendo Power, like the early 90s, before I really felt comfortable. And even then I still wasn't quite ready for like to make content. But I think now that I've gotten so comfortable making video game content, I think I can easily make NFL content, like, and be good at it, you know, and be fairly good at it. Because I know how to edit already. I know how to speak in front of the camera. I have all the equipment, so I just have to, you know, I just have to get used to talking about NFL, like, for extended periods of time, like, in an edited video form, you know. Yo, shout out to Matt96. Thank you for the tune-in tier pledge. Appreciate that. 6 to 9. Very nice. I'm the board. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Appreciate that. I mean, you might attract the West African crowd with that concept. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not trying to attract the West African crowd. I'm trying to attract the big national fan base of 49ers fans. There's millions upon millions of 49ers fans across the U.S. and even international. So I'm trying to attract them. Let's start with them first, then maybe we can work our way to the West Africans. let me get the people here in America first. California, to be exact. I mean, if I can start a channel, maybe get like 5 to 10,000 subs in my first season, that'd be pretty cool. So I think I need to study my Pokemon before starting a new Pokemon Legends EA game. Thanks for your help. Hey, no problem, Chris Coy. Yeah, you need to just know matchup types a little bit better. Yeah, Pokemon doesn't play like Expedition, so I mean, you might think that it'd be better if it was like that, but that's probably a bad way to lose your audience, Mr. Davis. So I mean, sure, it could be better, but I doubt I think the fans would not like that. So I don't think they're gonna do that at all. So no, it wouldn't work for the type of game that Pokemon is. Let's see here. We're gonna see OJ versus Stephen AI, Stephen A. Smith. Oh, that'd be cool. It'd be great if I can ever go on the First Take show. Maybe one of these days. Sorry about the defensive coordinator, OJ. Oh, it's no big deal. I mean, like, we already knew that it was going to be a 1-year rental. I think that was the whole point, was to try to get it 1 year, go in, try to win a Super Bowl with him. So we already knew he was going to leave. So I think the Niners had a backup plan, or they have a backup plan. Plus, there's a bunch of great defensive coordinators, man. There's Raheem Morris. There's Jim Schwartz. There's a bunch of great guys that are out there that know how to coach defense. It's not Saleh or bust. I think a lot of people think that it's Saleh or bust. It's not. You know, the Niners had a good defense before Saleh was there. The Niners had a good defense after he left the first time. You know, they had DeMeco Ryans. They promoted him, and he ended up being a great defensive coordinator, right? So it's like, it's not we have to have Robert Saleh or everything falls apart. The Niners in the early 2010s had great defenses. They had really good defenses with Patrick Willis and all that, and there was no Robert Saleh back then either. So it's not Robert Saleh or the Niners defense is screwed. They've got all pros. You know, they've got good players. They've got Bosa. They've got Warner. They've got Diamador Lenore. They've got Upton Stout, who's played very good. They've got some pretty young, good offensive linemen. Defensive linemen. So no, I think it's a good job. I think it's a good job. They can bring somebody in that can do a good job. So I'm not really worried about Saleh leaving. And I wish Saleh the best. I think I wish him the best. He's now the Titans head coach, so I wish him. So shout outs to Justin. Justin, you got your guys a hell of a coach, man. He is a hell of a defensive coach and a guy that's going to motivate Cam Ward to be great. So congratulations to Justin. He's a Titans fan, and they got themselves the head coach for the future. So there you go. No big deal. I'm not going to stop covering Xenoblade and Monolith, guys. I'm not. Shout outs to Brotendo Shillington with the 35. Hey, yo. Going further than beyond, baby. Says, yo, OJ, hope you're having a good day. I've been playing Octopath Zero. It's my first introduction to the world, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Just eagerly awaiting for Fortune's Weave. Let's see that limit break. Yes, sir. Limit break in the house. Limit break in the house. Let's go. Big love, man. Big love. Yo, I appreciate that. 104 on the board. We are out here. Let's go, baby. Nintendo silly toy. Yo, we are out here. Limit break. Let's go. Shout outs, man. I appreciate that. 104 on the board. You're another Hokage stream ninja. 101 platinum streak. You guys are getting a bonus stream marathon at some point before the end of this month. I'm gonna try to see if I can fit it in before the end of the month. Brotendo Shillington. And by the way, guys, the title was a trap. It was a troll trap, but they didn't bite today. It was a troll trap to see if the sales trolls would stop by, but they didn't bite. The sales trolls didn't bite. Listen, I was gonna wait as long as possible. It's been an hour and I have not seen them show up, so I don't think they're showing up. But yeah, man, they didn't show up today. It was a troll trap though. Maybe I should have put it first. Nintendo Switch 2 fuels 140% growth. Like, maybe that should have been the first thing that I put. But I tried to trap them and they didn't show up, man. Damn it. because I know they're gonna be here. I know they're gonna be here on Thursday if PS5 does better for December numbers and all that. So I tried to get them to show up today. They didn't bite. They're waiting for Thursday. They're waiting for Thursday. Oh man, they didn't bite. Shout out to Brotendo Shillington. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Big love. Big love. Big love. I just need to study. Yeah, just study your Pokemon charts, my boy. I saw it, but I didn't say anything. I know. Yeah, well, it's true, though. It is true. Nintendo did fuel 138.8% growth in the Japanese market for console sales. Pretty much, that is a true statement. But we talked about it yesterday. But that is a true statement, though. For those who missed it, I mean, it's a pretty big deal. Spawnwave also talked about it as well. But yeah, I threw it in there. You know, I usually don't use percentages and stuff like that in my titles, but I tried to throw it in there. But yeah, they didn't bite, man. They didn't bite. They're not tired. They're just waiting. They're just waiting for their opportunity. But like I said, it's gonna happen. We've got about sorry guys, but we've got about one more year of this. Probably until the next Mario game or Pokemon game comes out. And once Mario or Pokemon comes out, and you see the explosion of new I think that's when it'll die for the most part. Although, to be fair, like you guys like to use, that didn't happen with Switch 1. Switch 1 went a whole year plus, and it had Mario, it had Zelda, it had the sales. I mean, it got outsold by PS4 a number of times. And even with the great sales, when everyone was trying to say that it's going to be like a Wii U, people were still saying it's gonna die or it's gonna be dead in 2018. I mean, Rerez famously made a video on that, then deleted it. But yeah. So yeah. No belt tonight, man. Cyber Taurus with the $25
message from the kiddo. She stands ready to make you another bingo card when the direct date is set.
Tell little Ms. Cyber T that I appreciate her, and I hope she's doing very, very well, and I hope she's spiking it in volleyball and making all of the Elite Ninja proud. So I want to say shout outs to her. She is goated. Congrats once again to your Seahawks, Cyber Taurus. My man Cyber Taurus was at the game. He was there live for the beatdown and was doing this the whole time. He was doing a little bit of this. He was doing a little bit of this the whole time. He was doing that the whole time when he was there. So big love to Cyber Taurus. And yeah, man, I'm ready. I am ready for little Cyber T, her bingo card. I am ready for it, man. Let's go. That'll cheer me up from that beatdown, you know? That'll cheer me. No, I'm fine. Shout outs to Combo breaks. Let's go. 129 on the board. Yo, let's go get some hype in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that comment button. Let me know what you guys think. What do you want to see at this direct? What do you want to see happen? Rumors of Kingdom Hearts, the collection coming over, being announced. Rumors of Borderlands, February 27th release date. Nintendo Direct, that should be a thing. Rumors of Elden Ring being ready. Rumors of big third-party games. Jedi, Fallen Order, Outcast, or whatever. Those games, the Dark Souls type Star Wars games, Star Wars Jedi games, those games coming over. There's a lot of stuff apparently in the cooker, in the crock pot, boiling, stewing, marinating, seasoning. We ready to get something. So I need you guys to make sure that you show that hype in the chat. Big love, 129 on the combo board. We are close. Platinum and a half, 21 combos away. Yo, let's go. Shout outs, guys. I appreciate that. Cyber Taurus, big love, brother. Big love. Finding the opening thread. Let's see, people still care about Kingdom Hearts? Apparently, yes. People still care about Kingdom Hearts. Yo, Ian Nelson with the subscription. Hey, yo. Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Kid Icarus, Star Fox would be a dream come true. Would be a dream. Would be a dream. I have a dream that all Star Foxes and Kid Icaruses were created equal. Yes, sir. That'd be great, man. I'd be down for Star Fox and Kid Icarus. I'd be down for that, man. My only hope as a Broncos fan is that the Seahawks and Rams destroy each other. So much of that is only their backups come to the Super Bowl. As a Broncos fan, brother, you're not getting past the Patriots without your starting quarterback. Listen, if you guys beat the Patriots, I would be shocked. I don't know why you're talking about the Super Bowl. You're a Broncos fan? You should not be talking about the Super Bowl. You better hope and pray that somehow something happens, because there's no way you're getting past the Patriots without Bo Nix, you know? So I don't know why you're worried about the Rams or the Seahawks. You got a big enough task in front of you with that Patriots team, you know? So you know, don't be talking Super Bowl yet. Star Fox is at the top of my hopes. Hey, there you go. Hyper the Direct, how long do you think the runtime will be? Like it usually is 45 minutes or so. 40 to 50 minutes, somewhere in that range. Really hate leaks because I don't like leakers ruining the surprises. I don't like getting spoiled because I love to be surprised. Yeah, I get that. There's definitely people that feel the same way. What if they had Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 and re-reveal Kingdom Hearts 4 for the next Nintendo Direct? I think that they need to. To be honest, they need to do that. Like, they need to... Listen, they need to reveal Kingdom Hearts 4 for the Switch 2. I think Kingdom Hearts... I think it's in trouble if there's no Switch 2 version. Like, I think that there's a little... They're going to have sales trouble. They're going to have... In my opinion, they're going to have sales trouble if there's no Switch 2 version of Kingdom Hearts. Especially, you're going to have Japanese sales trouble. And specifically. So, I think that they need to get on that. Like, ASAP. If they haven't... I think they're already on it. But I think they need to definitely get on that. Don't let it be later down the line. Or a cloud version. Or something stupid or weird. Don't let it be that. They need to get on that ASAP. Like I said, if they haven't already. Ian with the subscription. Thank you so much, Ian. I appreciate that. Jackson says Kingdom Hearts is a given. That was such high demand on the cloud version. Hit the eShop bestsellers list. So you already know Square Enix is going to capitalize on that. Yeah, we should see that. We should. We should. The Rams defense is good. I don't know if they're just going to be able to run the ball down the Rams' throat. So we'll see what they do. I really want to see Fire Emblem Warriors Shadows of Valentia on Switch 2 at the Nintendo Direct. I don't know if they're going to have that on Switch 2 at the Nintendo Direct, but that'd be nice. But maybe Fire Emblem... Have you ever heard of a game called Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War? It's called Fire Emblem 4 Remake. I think that would be a little bit better for the Nintendo Direct. I think that might be a little bit better, you know? Oh my gosh, that might be a little bit better. So yeah. ASAP Rocky, baby. ASAP Rocky. But Kingdom Hearts 4 will still make sales on PS5. I hear you. Though listen, guys. For me to say, I'm just saying that if they want to sell what they want to sell, it's probably a good idea to also have it on Switch 2. Sure, it'll still get sales on PS5, but how did that work for Final Fantasy VII Remake or Rebirth? How'd that work for Final Fantasy 16? How are you so sure that it's going to be enough to really satiate the demand or to really like sell where they feel that it should sell, considering the scope, the scale, and how long the game's been in development? Do you really want to take that chance again? Because no matter what Square Enix says, even though they've already said that those games underperformed, and they have not given us sales numbers. So that's the reason why I say, well, wait a minute, hold up here. If you don't have a Switch 2 version, you're going to be severely hampering the sales of the game, in my opinion, based off of what we've gotten from them recently, you know? So that's the reason why I say that. Not saying that it's not going to sell well or not going to do good enough. I just think that you need to have a Switch 2 version as well, you know? That's all I was trying to say. I didn't say it's going to flop or it's going to do bad or it's not going to sell at all. Like I didn't say that. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy 16 sold millions of copies, but you know, they did not like how many millions of copies it sold. They felt that it probably should have done better millions of copies. So yeah. So yeah. I think I'm gonna buy Switch 2 Marketplace for cheap. Any good games? Check out my top 15 Nintendo Switch 2 games, Mr. Substantial. I have all my favorite games on there, from like Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, Trails in the Sky, all sorts of stuff. So check out my top 15 Switch 2 games list, and that gets you the best ones, in my opinion. The best games, in my opinion. Also, the backwards compatible stuff is really good. So I don't know if you've already played Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, but games like that, backwards compatible enhanced games from Mario Odyssey, those are all good too. Let's see here. At this point, how can a Japanese developer decide not to put a game on Switch 2? They can't. Really, they can't. Like, that's why you're seeing pretty much every single Japanese game being announced for Switch 2. They can't at this point. So yeah. Let's see, OJ, too smart for me to big words. What does satiate mean? It means like meet the level. Like satiate is like to satisfy what people are looking for. So that's really what that means. No, Life is Strange 2 on Switch 2 makes it. Life is Strange 2? Man, ain't nobody care about that. Emotional game. Over here, what is it, like teen hormone game or whatever? Ain't nobody care about that game. I just remember playing and thinking like it's like Weezer or something like that, like weird high school stuff or weird emotionally distracted games. Like I can't play stuff like that. It's like the orgasm game, right? Like that game, like where the guy's like, in this game, you play emotionally, and you make decisions, and you feel, and you breathe. I'm like, dude, this is lame. Like this is totally lame. Like I'm not playing this crap. Oh man. I see folks complain about it. Man, there ain't nobody complaining about Life is Strange. Stop being on them damn golf forums or something. Just stop being on those emo forums and goth forums, you know, and stuff. Like ain't nobody complaining about damn Life is Strange. I ain't seen nobody talking about complaining about that, man. Ain't nobody complaining about that game. All I gotta say is, man, if they complain and you already know they painting their nails black, you know what I'm saying? Like, they talking about, you know, playing with Ouija boards and like, you know, saying like, don't want to be an American idiot. Like, listening to that type of music. Like, bro, ain't nobody care about that. Using eyeshadow and stuff like that. Like, dudes using eyeshadow and, you know, and all that type of stuff. Ain't nobody caring about that game like that. Life is Strange will drag your spirits down. Let's see here. Life is Strange big among the weirdo. Yeah, like, I already know the type of people who play that type of game, bro. Ain't nobody worrying about that game. Ain't nobody. That was like on those golf forums, bro. Oh, let's see here. Regardless of my feelings on SNK, I think it'd be cool seeing King of Fighters 15 and Fatal Fury, City of Wolves come. I think those would be cool. I'm wondering if they're actually gonna do anything with those two games. You know. What's up, Psycho Pie? Do you think San Francisco will win a Super Bowl like they did in the 90s? Yeah, I think eventually they'll win a Super Bowl. Like, I don't think I'm gonna die without them winning the Super Bowl. I hope not. Like, I mean, listen, I was alive when they won their Super Bowls. Like, I wasn't alive when they won all their Super Bowls, but I was alive when they won like a lot of their Super Bowls. They won all their Super Bowls in the 80s. I watched those Super Bowls, you know. So like, will they win another one? Like, yeah, I think the Niners will win a Super Bowl in the next 10 years. I think in the next 10 years, they will win at least one Super Bowl. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they won a Super Bowl next year. If they stay healthy, the Niners can win a Super Bowl. If they stay healthy. But they haven't been able to stay healthy consecutively. But if they can stay healthy next year, they have a very good shot at winning the Super Bowl. They have good cap space. They have, you know, a solid core of veterans that are aging a bit, but they have their quarterback of the future. They have their quarterback. Brock Purdy can play. So they really just need to stabilize. And they can win a Super Bowl for sure. They can win one. I mean, they've been close a few times over the last number of years. I mean, they made the playoffs with a hospital roster, you know. So if they have people and they keep them healthy, I think they can win a Super Bowl. It's just a matter of just finally being able to get it done, you know. So yeah, you can make fun of everything, but not my eyeshadow. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the eyeshadow shots, guys. Get ready for some damage control vids in 2 weeks. Nintendo doomed. Yeah. Get ready. Get ready. Life is dank would be a better version. Life is dank meme center X. Yeah, that'd be a great game. I was just watching Nick Wright and his Mahomes Mountain. It's comprised of relevant NFL players, coaches, etc. Bro, he has Darnold on the bottom tier LOL, he's a pure hater. Darnold is on the bottom tier because Darnold leaves the NFL in turnovers. Darnold is, I wouldn't say he's completely carried, but he's carried to a degree. Shout outs to JViews. He's carried to a degree. Now, is he bottom tier? Absolutely. No, he's not bottom. Darnold's not a bottom tier QB. He's a solid QB, but Darnold has the best rushing game in the NFL. He also has the best defense in the NFL. So he has two top 3, top 1 of 2 aspects. But Darnold's good. Darnold's good. I don't think he's bottom tier though. But he is somewhat carried. Somewhat. Not a completely, but somewhat carried. But yeah, Darnold has a lot of turnovers. I think he has 20 plus turnovers for the season, right? On the regular season. So, I mean, it is what it is there. But I don't think he's carried. I don't think Darnold is bottom tier QB. No, I don't think so. I haven't watched the new Mahomes Mountain though, so maybe I'll check it out. But that's something that I'll react to, in the future. I'll react to a whole Mahomes Mountain. I can't wait to do stuff like that. That stuff's fun. That's easy views right there. So that's easy views in content. So I'm looking forward to doing stuff like that in the future. So yeah. Jimmy G's not better than Darnold. Jimmy G's not better than Darnold. Oh man. Let's see here. A reunion is inevitably for Switch 2 port speaking. That comes out as soon as being announced at the Direct is likely. I don't know if it's going to be announced at the Direct. You said reunion? What is reunion? What game is that? Yeah, first things first is the best sports show on TV for sure. But yeah, Darnold's he's B tier, B/A tier. He's not top elite AA tier. He's not C tier. He's just good. He's just solid. He's a solid starting quarterback. Solid to good starting quarterback in the NFL that sometimes he can throw you, into games and throw touchdowns and 300 yards, and then sometimes he can throw you out of games. But he's good. He's a good quarterback. He's definitely a good quarterback. He's not bad at all. Yeah, he also has JSN, which is one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best receiver in the league, too. He also has that. And he has an incredible offensive line. And he has a great tight end. Yeah, he has good I mean, the Seahawks are just a stout team. A stacked, stout team, I don't like first things first. I love it! Chris Broussard. I really like San Francisco 49ers even down. I want them to win the Super Bowl. They'll win one at some point. Chris, that's what's called faithful to the Bay, man. You got to have the faith that at some point they'll win one. Before the Niners broke the curse, it was the 80s, right? They couldn't win one after in the 90s, and people were saying, when are they going to win another one? And then they won one. So they got close. Like I said, they've gotten close. They've been right there. They had 3 Super Bowls. Literally, they should have won 3 Super Bowls in the last 14 years. They should have won 3 Super Bowls. They should have beat the Ravens. They had them right where they wanted them. They should have beat the Chiefs the first time. They had them up by 10 in the fourth quarter with less than 10 minutes. They should have won the last one. They went. Brock Purdy left the field with a lead in overtime. Like they had them all right where they want them, And they lost every single one of them. So they've been right there. They just need to get back to get over the hump, man. They just need to get back one more time. I think the next time that they get to the Super Bowl, there's no way they don't win it, bro. There's no way they don't win it. So they just gotta get back. They just gotta get back, and I think they can win it. They just gotta get back. Reunion is the last Life is Strange with the current cast. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's why I didn't know what it was. I was like, what the heck is that? Nick Wrong never gave Nick's flowers either. He's not the best, but still, yeah. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do a proper physical cartridge for Life is Strange game on Nintendo. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt they're gonna do all that. I doubt it. I doubt it. But it should be. Listen, we'll see what happens. Still wish Kaepernick won. Yeah, that would have been great, man. That would have been really good. They had him right there. I mean, if they would have just ran Kaepernick every time, run left, run right, run left, run. They probably would have just scored if they would have just ran just literally just take Kaepernick, pull guards, and run to the left, run to the right, run to the left, run to the right. They probably would have just got in just by sheer force. because they had a great offensive line that year too. Like they would have. I don't know what. They like literally they choked. They just brain farted and they just choked. I don't know what to. We were all sitting there. I was watching. I remember I was at the time I was with a different person, but I remember I was watching it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is easy. Just get Frank Gore in there. Just put Frank Gore out there. Just run Kaepernick, run Frank Gore, and easy win, right? Run time off the clock and get a touchdown. And like they didn't do it. They threw the ball 4 straight times. Oh my gosh, it was just. I don't. They just completely went brain dead. They literally, the coach went. He turned into a switch to a griff tuber. Literally turned into a griff tuber. Like, hey Harbaugh, hey offensive coordinator, we've been coming back in this game. We've called a great game. All of a sudden, next thing you know what? Yeah, they just went full griff tuber on us. Like I don't even know what happened. Everything was going great. Then all of a sudden, just literally just went. Like at the last drive, I don't know. I can't explain it. Literally, I'm not a NFL coach, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, just run the ball in. Just you have Kaepernick. You have the most athletic quarterback in the league. He's 6'4", 6 foot something, strong and physical and tall. Just you have the best running back. You have Frank Gore. Just run it in, right? No. No. All of a sudden, turn this play sheet upside down. Play. Like it just turned into a complete moron. I can't explain it. I cannot explain that Super Bowl in 2012. I can't explain what happened. I cannot explain what happened. I don't know what happened. Went straight up full switch to grifter. Straight up went full switch to grifter on us, bro. Like full switch to grifter, bro. Like you don't even know what happened. Like why are they doing this? Like what's the point of, like why are you doing this to us right now? There ain't no reason for you to do this, bruh. You acting crazy for no reason. Like you lying, you acting crazy for no reason. That's what happened with the Niners. They literally like the coach Harbaugh just went full Dexter's Lab Didi. Like when she just went, Didi sometimes can be smart, but a lot of times she's just real stupid. Just went straight up full Dexter's Lab Didi in the last plays. I can't believe it, bruh. It's hacks, man. It's sabotage. Somebody paid them off, bro. Somebody paid them off. I'm gonna call somebody slipped some money for that to happen. Shout outs to your boy. Okay, yes. Seattle did the same thing, but in my opinion, like, yeah, Seattle did the same thing, but the Niners was worse. The Niners was worse in my opinion. The Niners was worse. But no, Seattle's was just as bad, if not worse. Yeah, Seattle's was just as bad, if not worse. Yeah.
Just got to chapter 10 in Yakuza 0 and anyone who has played it knows my mind is blown. No spoilers, of course.
Nice. Yeah, it's really good. It's already like, obviously really good. Then it just gets better and better and better. Big love, Justin with the 3. Your boy Ralphie with the combo breaks. Let's go. 137 on the board. We are close. We are 13 combos away from that platinum and a hell. I think Seattle Seahawks is going to play in the Super Bowl and win this year. Another team think will win the Super Bowl. Maybe. We'll see, Chris. We will see. The script was written, man. Can't call a hoax on Vegas after all this time. Bro. Dang. They have the best quarterback in the league, the best dual threat quarterback in the league. They're on like the 5-yard line. They have the best running back in the league. They have literally one of the best offensive lines. They drafted off. They have Potty. They have all these guys. They have Joe Staley. They got all these hogs, literally hogs. Big old 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 300-pound offensive linemen that just move people off the ball. And they have Frank Gore, and they have Kaepernick. They literally have the best running tandem in the NFL, by far. And they throw the ball 4 straight times to lose the game. I'm calling something. There's something happened. Somebody went full switch to grifter. Somebody went full switch to grifter. I don't know who it was. I don't know where it was. But somebody in that 49ers building went full Switch 2 grift. Okay? Before this, a decade plus before the Switch 2 was even a thing. Somebody went full Switch 2 grifter. I don't know what's going on there, bruh. Somebody did it for the money. Somebody did it for the money. Somebody all of a sudden decided to not be truthful, to not be honest, to not tell the truth for money. Somebody did something, bro. It makes no sense. I could show you guys highlights of the Niners Super Bowl season. They're literally blowing people off the ball. Kaepernick's running for 1,000 yards in the season or something like that. I don't know if he ran for 1,000, but he's running all over the place. Their offensive line was massive, way better than their offensive line right now. Like the Niners offensive line back then destroys the offensive line that we have now, even with Trent. Way better offensive line back then. They blew people off the ball. I don't know what they were thinking. Somebody did something. Somebody went full Switch 2 grifter for money. Clickbait. Somebody did, bro. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense why they did that. That's why I'm saying, like, even still to this day, I remember it like it was yesterday. Everybody that I'm there with, everybody online, everybody was saying, oh, they're just going to run the ball in. And now everybody just said, oh, they're just going to run it in. They got Frank Gore, we're just going to run it in. And they didn't at all. They literally threw and lost the game. Like, no, like, bro, somebody was a grifter and somebody planted the grift. Mama Harbaugh called up and said, be nice to your little brother. And John signed and said, damn it. And he threw the game. Somebody threw the game, bruh. Free update coming for Donkey Kong Country Returns on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. Nintendo just posted it. Woo-wee! Free update for a game that doesn't need it. Let's go. Let's take a look. Free update for a game that don't need it. They just posted it on where? Nintendo... let's take a look. Donkey Kong Returns HD update overview. Nintendo's. All right, hold up. Let's react to it. Free update, yeah. All right. It's only $1. Not $1. It's free, but it's only a minute 40. So let's react to this real quick. Free update for a game that does not need it. Let's go. Let's take a look. All right. Let's take a look for the... Hold up. My recording isn't working properly right now. Give me a second here, guys. I don't know. My recording's not working properly. Okay. Now it's working. All right. Hold up. All right. Sorry about the green screen. Today we're taking a look at Donkey Kong Country Returns HD update overview. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe this is I mean, I don't think it needs an update. But maybe this is just the start of more games rolling in. So I like the fact that they're still doing games. If anything, they're still doing games. So that's good. They're still getting us updates. Free updates. Free updates. Wait, hold up. Let me get all this in here, baby. Let me get all this in here.
The update is coming to the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD game. Dixie Kong is here to join the adventure.
It's a great game.
While jumping, she can give Donkey Kong a boost.
Wait.
Use her ponytail to reach new...
Wait, hold up. They added Dixie Kong to the game. Oh, okay, because she's not in there. I'm thinking for a sec, wait a minute. She's in Tropical Freeze. She's not in the original Donkey Kong Country Returns. So, okay, cool. So they added in Dixie Kong to the game. Okay, cool.
Heights or travel further. You can also split the pair in 2-player local co-op.
Okay.
Plus, you can race through fast-paced versions of each level at high speed in Turbo Attack.
Turbo Attack?
You'll need to act fast to reach the goal within the time limit.
Oh, man. That's going to be hard. That's going to be really hard.
Nintendo Switch 2 players can enjoy enhanced resolution and higher definition graphics.
Higher definition.
Here's a quick comparison.
It's...
Load times are off.
It looks like it's... It's running because this is at the original one's at 1080p. So this one definitely seems like they upscaled it to it's 4K upscaled. That's what it seems like, maybe, or 1440p. That's what it, because like I think the original game's in 1080p. Yeah, the original game's in 1080p, and it's definitely, from just looking at this, just looking, I'm not a pixel counter guy, but you can clearly tell when it comes to the edges, much smoother, much better. But it does seem like it's like an upscaled 4K, so like maybe 1440p upscaled. So somebody asked me about the resolution. So yeah, but yeah, it definitely looks a lot smoother. The pixel looks a lot smoother and better. But yeah, that's about it.
Load times are also faster, so you can get back to the action quicker than before.
Okay, the load times in this game are actually kind of dookie on Switch 1 at times. Like, they're not terrible, but they're not great. So this is actually a really good update if you like Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I do. I do like it. I pretty much beat the whole thing on Switch 1 again. I think I'm at the very end of the game. I don't think I finished it off, but I already beat the game originally on the Wii. But yeah, the load times were kind of long. Like, look how long that's taking. You're already in the game now. Like, that's actually a pretty substantial. Hold on, let's take another look. Hold up. Let's take a look.
Faster, so you can get. Load times are also faster, so you can get back to the action quicker than before.
Yeah, it's a substantial boost on load time. Probably like half.
And Game Share is supported, so if one player has the game, they can share it locally with someone who doesn't have it.
Anytime you do game share, that's good.
The free update for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is available now.
Listen, like I said, it's not the game that we it's not the game that we need. It's not the game that we need, but it's still a nice update. And I like the fact that they're actually doing more of the free updates. Like, I actually like the fact that they're doing free updates. So that's definitely a good thing overall, that they're doing free updates and all of that. So it's definitely good that they're doing that. But like I said, I hope that they do more. Some people felt that they're not going to do any more. So the fact that they actually put out this trailer shows that, oh no, we're going to do more games. We're going to do more. And I hope this is just the start, right? This is just the start. Donkey Kong Country Returns is a great game. It's a great game on the Wii. It's a great game on the Switch. It's a great game. But now it's even better. But I think what this says to me, at least, it's like, oh, okay, now we're actually going to do more. We're going to do more stuff. So yeah. Then they'll have their priorities mixed up. Yeah, I don't know about priorities mixed up. I think that doing like a Xenoblade is definitely going to take substantially more time than doing a Donkey Kong. Because Donkey Kong it already runs at 60. It's already in 1080p. Xenoblade is going to take a lot more effort and a lot more time because it's such a bigger game. And how many of the Xenoblade games are you going to do? Like, are you going to drop them all at once? Like, and all that? Are you going to use it to promote the next game? So I think that they're going to do it. They're going to do Xenoblade, but I just don't think that Xenoblade is going to come now. I think it's going to come once the new game is kind of like around the time they're going to announce it, like at a Direct. I think that's a bigger announcement that you drop at a Direct and not like randomly throughout the week. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think it's going to happen. I just think it's going to be at a Nintendo Direct for Xenoblade games. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with updating Donkey Kong and like saying, hey, look, there's this update here. Like, do it. Like, just release it now. Like, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And just because they do this doesn't mean that they're not doing something else. That doesn't mean that they're not doing a different game just because you didn't get what you want now. You know, which was a pretty interesting thing in the Switch 1 era. Whenever they announce a game, people say, well, they didn't do what I want, so I don't like that because they didn't do what I wanted to do. We got Directs coming up. We got stuff coming up. But yeah, I think this one was probably pretty quick in comparison to what you'd have to do to make Xenoblade like play and look a lot better, because that game runs at 30 with dips. That game is massive. You'd have to overhaul quite a number of things. There'd be quite a bit of optimization with every single Xenoblade game. You know, compared to Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, I don't think takes anywhere near as much. But no, it's a great game. It's a great game. But yes, the load times were rough. The resolution was okay. But on a bigger TV, you can definitely tell a bit. So yeah. But either way, yeah, I think it's coming. I don't think there's anything wrong. Like I said, Donkey Kong Country Returns is a great game. It's fun. They added some cool stuff to it, like game share and all that. But yeah, I think they're coming. But yes, definitely, like, if we don't get, like, Xenoblade or them talking about it this year, I'd be like, wait a minute, hold up here. What's going on? But I think they're going to announce the Xenoblade updates at a Direct. I think those are, like, Direct-worthy announcements. Like, I don't think you should just announce... I mean, don't get me wrong. It'd be hype if they just announced Xenoblade out of nowhere. But I think those are something that you announce at a Nintendo Direct. Like, hey, we've got all these updated games, and it's going to be Xenoblade. Like, that, to me, is, like, that's like a pivotal type of, like, thing that you don't just drop. Get that in a Direct. Base it around Monolith Soft's new game, and then kind of put it, like, stack it all together. And I think that puts maximum impact in terms of that. So, in my opinion, at least, and I know some people might feel differently, you know, with that. But yeah, I think a lot of people are waiting for those Xenoblade updates. But they have 4 games to update. Like, I don't think they can just drop them one at a time. Like, I think you'd have to drop all of them, right? Like, just give us the whole shebang. Give us Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Give us Xenoblade 2. Give us Xenoblade 3. Give us Xenoblade, you know, Chronicles X. I think you got to drop the whole thing. But they might not. They can say, hey, look, we're just going to do Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for now. But then people are going to be like, what about Xenoblade 2? What about Xenoblade 3? What about Xenoblade X? So I think you got to handle that correctly, you know? Then you got to handle it correctly. Puka with the $2. Puka 93. Is that supposed to be Nick 93? Don't worry, we'll avenge you guys against the Seahawks and win it at your stadium just for you, bro. All right, I appreciate you, Puka 93. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, though, my boy. Do not count them because you guys should have lost to the Panthers and the Bears. So you guys should have lost to the Panthers and the Bears, Puka. So yeah, don't count the chickens before they hatch. But yeah, shoutouts. Thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, like I said, I think it's good that they're just doing more updates. Like the fact that we're actually getting another update, that's good. Because some people thought that they weren't going to do any more free updates for games. Like they were all going to be, you know, Animal Crossing paid or $80 ones or $10 ones. So the fact that they're still doing some free updates, which they didn't really add any new content. I mean, they added Dixie, which is great. And I think she has a new move. She can do a ground pound with her hair. I think from what I understand, that's a new move, right? Because I saw her smacking the ground with her hair back and forth. I don't think she can do that in Tropical Freeze. So that's actually really nice. That's actually really nice that they added that in. And plus she still has like her hair twirl. So that's also nice as well. So yeah, I might go back and just finish that game off now, you know. We'll see. We'll see. Because now that it loads faster and runs better and all that good stuff. So yeah. Good stuff overall. Like I said, it's great that, you know, that they're updating the games, and hopefully we get a Nintendo Direct where they announce like the next batch. I want the batch. Like I want them to do it like in a batch at Directs. Like this year at Directs, you know, they didn't do anything last year like for you know, new updates like a batch, but it would be really dope if they had like 12 new games. And like I said, it does depend on the game. It does take time to update games. Like it's not just a copy paste button or like a port button or like a resolution button. Like you actually got to go in and like work on it. It's not just a simple it takes a day and then all of a sudden it's at 4K 60 frames and it plays great on Switch 2. Like you got to optimize, you got to go in there and get some stuff done. Not saying that it takes as long as making a new game, but it still takes a lot of time, or a good amount of time. So that does take away resources potentially from new games or other games that we don't have. So they also have to be strategic with stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, we'll see what they do going forward. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully we get like a batch of new games. Maybe give us about 5 to 6 new games updates of stuff that we want. Obviously, you know, Astral Chain, Xenoblade games. What else? There's definitely more, right? Like that they can do. Luigi's Mansion. There's definitely a lot of games that they can do to update it to make it be better. So we'll see. I think like a Luigi's Mansion triple pack, that'd be really good. Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and 3. I mean, well, we already got Luigi's Mansion on the NSO, but like Luigi's Mansion 2 and Luigi's Mansion 3, all updated, those would be good too. But yeah, I think Xenoblade, Astral Chain, those are like the highest priority right now at this point for a lot of people. So we'll see what they do though. We'll see what they end up doing. Should be good though. Should be good and fun. Let's see here. If you play, listen, I'll say this: if you play like you played against the Bears or against the Panthers, against the Seahawks, you're gonna lose. I can just say that right now. The Rams are gonna lose if they play that way against the Seattle's not to be played with when it comes to that. And I'll just say that, you know. I could see it being a direct type of announcement, probably build up hype for the next game or whatever. Just a matter of when. Yeah, just a matter of when. Xenoblade, Astral Chain, Bayonetta, so many games did update. They do a freaking Wii game. Freaking Wii game. Yeah, like I said, once again, I don't think it's a either or. I don't think it's Donkey Kong or Xenoblade. I don't think it's that, Elias. And I think you think it's that, but it's not that. Trust me. I don't think Donkey Kong, it's like they picked that over the other games, okay? It's about the time it takes. It's about how much people you need. It's about resources, who's available to do it, who can do a great job on it. It's not like this or that. And like I said, and I think there's a lot of Nintendo fans that think that way, where they think it was either we get Donkey Kong or Xenoblade. Xenoblade's 15 million times bigger than Donkey Kong. It's going to take significantly more time to do the Xenoblade games or to do Astral Chain or to do Bayonetta than it's going to do a 2D platformer. So you have to realize that too, Elias. Like I don't think you're thinking straight. I think you're just upset because you didn't get what you want. And that's okay. But at the same time, like they're not the same. Like in terms of updating, based off of what I know from development and doing some updates, which I've talked to some developers, doing a game like Xenoblade is significantly more and bigger than doing Donkey Kong. I don't think there's a comparison there. Let's see here. Do you think they can give us a free update for Fire Emblem 4 remakes? That's a poor troll attempt. I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Get a 3 Houses update along with trailer for Fortune's Weave at the Direct. We will see. We will see. Let's see here. Do you think Retro's working on DKC 3 now? No, I don't think so. I remember it being Astral Chain. You remember it being pretty good. Never finished it. Well, at this point, you should just wait for the Switch 2 update. When do you think Nintendo will announce Xenoblade? I don't know when they will. Maybe at a Direct at some point, sometime. See, do you think DKCR update is the most random update Nintendo has done? No. I don't know. I don't think they haven't done many updates. They've only done, since the Switch 2 is launched, they've only done 2 free updates that I can remember. Splatoon and Donkey Kong. Those are the only 2 that they've done. Free updates. Paid updates, they've done like Animal Crossing. They've done other stuff since the launch. But free updates, I guess maybe it's the most, but there's only 2. So yeah. I think Nintendo EPD is making Donkey Kong Country. We'll see. I don't know who's making Donkey Kong. I don't know if there's a Donkey Kong Country game even in development. We just got Bonanza. So I don't know if there's any type of new Donkey Kong, 2D Donkey Kong in development right now. I'm not sure. Did we get a Pikmin update? Did we get a Pikmin 3 update or something like that? Or Pikmin 4? I know we got like new content for Pikmin or something like that. I forgot. It got slammed for being a lazy port, so they put more work into it. It did get that's true. It did get slammed for being a lazy port. That's true. It did get slammed for that. Being a lazy port overall. So that is true. Let me double check. Yeah, because like the original game has a higher score by a significant margin. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns has a 77 average on, and the reason why it has a 77 is because people said it's a lazy port. Otherwise, it should have a much higher score. But yeah, people said it's a lazy port. So yeah, because the original game on the Wii has a 87 average, so it's a 10-point drop. So that's a lot.
I honestly
Justin with
am
the 3.
happy with the DKHD Returns update because now nothing is off limits. Maybe Kirby Return to Dreamland come get an update.
Yeah, I think it's just about, like I said, resources and time. I think that's really what it's about, is resources and time. How long is it going to take to do it? How many developers do we have available? How big is the game? Like, just a variety. Can we announce that at a Direct? Like, a variety of different things for sure. Combo breaks. 8 combos away from 150 on the overclock board. Let's go. It's me, but I'll wait at least 1 year or maybe even 2 to 3 until the next 3D Mario releases. Then they'll push Bonanza as the main 3D Mario game. Yeah, what you're saying makes no sense. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they're pushing Bonanza as a 3D Mario game at all. I think it's a Donkey Kong game, and they pushed it as a Donkey Kong game. I don't think they pushed it as any type of Mario game. And I think that they have a new Mario game that's in development, and that they're going to announce it soon. So I disagree with that statement, because nothing that they've done made it seem as if it's some type of big Mario game. They didn't give it the Mario treatment in any type of way, in my opinion. They made it like, hey, this is a new style Donkey Kong game. So maybe if they treated it more like that, and they had Koizumi out, like if they let Koizumi direct it, and like a lot of the Mario Nintendo people were talking about it that do Mario, then yeah, but it's a new director. It's a brand new director that doesn't do Mario games beforehand. I think he came over from Square Enix, so they let somebody new do it. A lot of younger staff, a lot of different stuff. Yes, there was a Mario Odyssey team, but it was not the main people that made Mario Odyssey. So those people were making a new Mario game. So I disagree with that. I don't think they're going to wait 3 years and say, oh, this is the new Mario game. Like, there's nothing that says that. And like I said, if I felt that way, then they would have definitely put Koizumi in front and center for that game, but they didn't. So I disagree with that completely, based on like the director and like the staff involved with it. Let's see here. Link to the Past remake before Ocarina of Time. Link to the Past remake before Ocarina of Time. Not so sure. We'll see. Mario Odyssey got a free update. Yeah, that was at launch though. Mario Odyssey got a free update, but it was at launch. I meant anything after launch. But that was a launch day update. Like New Super Mario Bros. U, Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet, Super Mario, Captain Toad, like all those games. Let's see. Oh shoot, for real, I thought it was the exact same people. It's the same Odyssey team, and there are some people, but it's a brand new director. It's a new director. It was not the same director for Mario Odyssey. It was not the same exact people. They brought in somebody new for that. Like I said, I think he's from Square Enix. I forgot exactly what his name is. Let me double check though. Let me make sure that I'm right about that. Donkey Kong Bonanza director. Kazuya Takahashi. That has a background, yep, I was right, in the Final Fantasy franchise. Yeah, Kazuya Takahashi is a veteran in the gaming industry, having previously worked at Square Enix. See, this is why, y'all see why I do this? Y'all see why look, stop listening to grifters that can't tell you left from right. Let me tell you how it is. Where he contributed to notable titles such as Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy XIV, and Final Fantasy XVI. So yeah, they promote, this guy moved up fast. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he joined Nintendo in 2020. So he must have worked on Final Fantasy 16 well before it came out, because Final Fantasy 16 came out in 2023. So he was on the team, and then maybe, because he joined Nintendo in 2020, and he was the director. So he was the main guy. He's the director for Bonanza. And when he was assigned to Bonanza, he replayed all the Donkey Kong games to draw inspiration. So if they assigned someone new, there is no way in hell, if this is going to be the new main 3D Mario, that they assign it to somebody that joined Nintendo 5 years ago. That's insane. There's no way. This is a different thing to see what this guy can do, because they have a separate team within the Odyssey team, because the Odyssey team is massive at this point. Nintendo doesn't disclose how many people are in the team, but they have a ton of people on the team. So they've definitely been working on another 3D Mario game. Absolutely 1000%. But Donkey Kong Bonanza was just something that they gave to this guy to say, hey, can you do this? We need somebody who thinks outside of what Nintendo usually does, because Donkey Kong Bonanza is a very different game. There's not really any other Nintendo game that's like it. Now, they adapted their IP, Donkey Kong, to it, but no Donkey Kong game plays like Donkey Kong Bonanza. You can tell somebody from outside of Nintendo kind of through their ideas. The skill tree, stuff like that, that's stuff that Nintendo usually doesn't do for a 3D platformer. I can't think of a single 3D platformer. Now, 2D platformers, yes, they have some of it, but like the skills and stuff like that, that sounds like somebody who's worked on Final the Donkey Kong like leveling or whatever you want to call it, right? The skills, like the badges and like the outfits that get you like certain percentage points faster. That seems like somebody that has background in RPGs, right? because Nintendo's platforms usually don't have stuff like that. So clearly you can tell that this guy was a little bit different in his thought process on how he saw the game. So no, I don't see Bonanza as some type of replacement. I see it as its own thing, and that's what it is. It's its own thing. But yeah, they're not going to hand off the keys to the next 3D Mario to somebody that just joined Nintendo 5 years ago. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we already discussed the DKC Returns update. We already discussed that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm surprised they did not do a free update for Tropical Freeze at the same time. Once again, resources and time, my boy. Everything has resources and time, so sometimes they might not be able to get to that right away. So maybe they'll do it later. What did I miss about Nintendo? You didn't miss anything about the Nintendo Direct, my boy. We were just talking about some games that are getting leaked and getting revealed that could show up at the next Nintendo Direct, so far, man. So you didn't miss anything for it. Like, we just talked about Kingdom Hearts that essentially got leaked for Nintendo Switch 2, or there's a leaker that said that it's coming. Borderlands maybe got its release date leaked for February 27th. So once again, adding to the whole February Nintendo Direct situation. Playing DKC Returns now. Load times are super quick. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out for sure. Like, I'll definitely check it out. Do I have it on my... I think I have it... Do I have it digital? I think I have it digital. I'll download it. I'll check it out. Maybe I'll make a video on it tomorrow. Who knows? Tropical Freeze didn't need it as much. I mean, it doesn't, but it'd be nice if it can get it. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns is definitely crustier than Tropical Freeze for sure. Because Tropical Freeze, it's a Wii U game. Returns is a Wii game. So, but yeah. I don't know why you're surprised that Kingdom Hearts would be on Switch 2. That's not too surprising to me. But yes, there was a leak about that. Nintendo told me themselves they're making a new 3D Mario game. There's the thing. They told you. What's up? What's up, Jose? Is it Jose? What's up, Jose? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Super Donkey Kong Bonanza. Did I say that? My bad. He worked on FF16. Give him the keys to the kingdom. I mean, once again, he joined Nintendo in 2020, so whatever work he did on it was not sustained for... I don't know how long he worked on that game. I don't know how long that game was in development at Square Enix either. So he might have worked on it for a year, 2 years, but remember, FF16 came out in 2023, mid-2023. He joined Nintendo in 2025. So... Or, sorry, he joined Nintendo in 2020. So, I mean, like, he might have worked on it for like a year or two. But obviously he wasn't there for like the whole duration of the game, you know, so. But yeah, don't be surprised, guys. Don't be surprised about Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, don't be surprised about any Japanese franchise. Like, now listen, you can be excited about it. Oh, wow, that's coming over. That's great. But don't be surprised that, oh, a Japanese franchise comes over to Switch 2. Like, that's not super surprising to me. Not at this point. So yeah. Let's see here. Honestly, since they had the cloud versions and the development of Kingdom Hearts 4, wouldn't want to, but that is awesome. Yeah, once again, the cloud versions because they didn't want to port it over because the overhead on Switch 1's not there. You'd have to actually take a lot of time to port that game over. But on Switch 2, one, they heard all the feedback and people saying, screw this. Two, the Switch 2 is significantly stronger. So once again, it's not going to be anywhere near as hard as a port because you have a lot of overhead room that, you know, to do less optimization. So that's the big difference. I mean, you can't compare Switch 1 to Switch 2 when it comes to what games are cloud and what games aren't. Let's just be real here, right? Because the Switch 2 is significantly more powerful. So we shouldn't be treating the Switch 2 like the Switch 1. Why would we do that? That doesn't make any sense. Considering everything that we've gotten on the platform so far, most of these games that came out on Switch 2, if they were to come out on Switch 1, they'd be freaking cloud games, or they'd, you know, be severely gimped, or just not happen at all, just not be able to run at all. You know, so we shouldn't be surprised on. I mean, Kingdom Hearts also it's a PS4 game, right? Like that's like a PS4. It's not like a next gen game. It's a remaster of all the old games. So it's not like it's some type of big graphical beast type of game, you know. So you also have to keep that in mind. Yeah, we really shouldn't be surprised with any third party Japanese game. Now once again, excited, hyped, absolutely, that's awesome. But like surprised, that doesn't make any sense to be surprised on that. And on top of that, look at the Japanese sales. That's why I try to tell you guys. I try to let you guys know about the sales every single week. I try to let you guys know about what's happening because then you're better prepared for stuff like this. Like, obviously, they see the sales of the Switch 2. Don't you want to be on that platform that's selling so well in Japan? Literally has most of the Japanese market pretty much locked up at this point in terms of new console sales. 140% growth in Japan. They're selling 150,000 consoles per week. 100,000 consoles per week. They've already hit about half of the total sales of the PS5 in the first 7 months. Like, clearly, that's the platform that you want to make sure that you put your games on. If you're trying to sell games in Japan, not having it on the Switch too doesn't make any sense. Don't listen to grifters, guys. They'll tell you it's failing, it's flopping, it's this and that, when in reality, the Switch 2 is absolutely needed in this industry, because it's not like Xbox is selling a bunch of systems, and it's not like PlayStation's selling in every single region. They're not selling in Japan like that. So we need a system that's going to be able to put up some numbers. Without Switch 2, the Japanese industry is cooked. Absolutely, because nobody's selling anything. It's not like Switch is done selling a lot. It's selling decently for an 8+ year-old system, but that's not selling maximum units anymore. Most people already have one that want one. The PS5's not selling maximum units. They just did a cheaper model. That didn't do great. People said that the reason why Switch 2 is doing great in Japan is because it's only because it's cheaper. Okay, well, if that was the case, then it wasn't about games and wasn't about the system itself and the portability and the hybrid nature and all that. The PS5 got a cheaper model too. That's not blowing up in sales. What happened there? It's not even selling past the Switch 1. So it's not just about the price. You got to have the games that also facilitate people's excitement for something. You got to have the games. You got to have the form factor. You got to have a lot of things. You got to have the marketing. It's not just, oh, the price. Not everyone buys it. If that was the case, like I said, then everyone would just rush out and go buy a PS5 digital, right? It would be selling incredible. It would be selling way better. So the people that were saying that, fraudulent. Don't get me wrong. Sales are good. Having a cheaper Japanese language model only is good. I like that for the Japanese gamers. That's a good thing. But saying that's the only reason why, PS5 just proved that that's not the only reason why. That's not the only reason why. Because if that was the case, then PS5 would be blown up in Japan right now. It'd be selling incredibly good with that cheaper model. It's doing a little bit better. More people are buying that digital model now, but it ain't blown up in sales, you know? So you've got to be careful what some of these people say, guys. A lot of them are just saying things just because it's like I said, the grift dollar. They're not doing any type of analysis. They're not doing any type of anything. They're just trying to get you to click on their video and grift you to views. Because none of them have talked about this. None of them, and I checked again today, there has been 0 videos on this. On the positive growth. 0 videos from grifters. Every single one of them ignored this or made excuses. I think George FT told me that one of them made excuses. They don't want the truth. They want their narrative. They want their YouTube dollars. They want their money from views. They want to grift. They want to push a straight up damn dictatorship North Korea propaganda campaign against the players, against the base, to push their grift, because they've fallen down the hole and they can't get out. They're already too far in. It's sunk cost fallacy. I can't change my grift now. I'm gonna lose my whole base of money. That's what this is, bro. I've seen this before. So they're not gonna report on things like this that are factual with actual numbers, not positional charts, not guesstimations, not I think, or by my data, like Circana. If I like secret, NDA'd data where we can't see the numbers, or where we have to guess or piecemeal together numbers from some years saying the percentage points of this year was 20% higher than last year. So if you did it from this year and added 4, then added 2, then went, you get 400,000 units. It's none of that. It's actual real numbers that are verifiable and that are facts from Famitsu. And these people decided that they don't want to talk about it with actual numbers, So yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. They can't handle the truth. They can't. Jason Wade, S6M, thank you for the tune in tier pledge. Welcome back to the Elite Ninja Village. Appreciate that. Let's go. Appreciate it. Thank you for the tune in tier pledge. Let's go. 462 on the board. If you want to become a member, it's only $1. You can join up, exclamation mark, member, all lowercase. Get yourself some badges, emotes, and into our private Discord for video game and gameplay. My buddy follows Nintendo Grifters. He wants to argue with me all the time, but won't bet me on sales predictions. Of course he won't bet you on sales predictions. Grifters never want to bet on sales predictions. They absolutely don't, because they do not believe what they are saying. If you believe what you're saying, this isn't like a sports team, right? It's not like it's one-on-one, mano-y-mano, mano-y-mano, or mano-a-mano. It's literally just sales. They don't want to bet on sales predictions because they know good and well it's going to sell. It's going to do decently. It's going to sell well. They know good and well, but once again, their attitude, like I said, the grift chip in their mind, their brainwashing, I don't know what it is. The NDS in their brain, the Nintendo derangement syndrome, something gets that to act up to why they do what they do. But no, they don't want to bet. They run away from debates. When they do debates, they get absolutely obliterated. Like, like absolutely, every single Switch 2 debate that I've done, the person's gotten absolutely violated. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, man. So it's just been this every single time, you know? Every single time. This is basically what's been happening every single time to a lot of these grifters, bro. It's just, this is what happens every time. I do a debate with some of these people, and this is me right here, bro. This is me right here. This is me right here, not that guy. This is me. Belt to the booty. Just every time, just belt, six pack, belt to the booty. Every single debate I've done, just bow, 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 just belt to the butt. Like we in 1980, circa 1984. Little OJ running around, bending corners. Mom, stop running around my dad. Bah! Belt to the butt. Stop breaking everything in this house, boy. Every time, fam. Belt to the butt. Every time I debated one of these grifters. One with me and Prime. It was me and Prime. Boom! Hand one the belt to Prime. Smack! Hand it back to me. Smack! Hand it back to Prime. Smack! Smack! Hand it back to Prime. Smack! Hand it back to me. Smack! You ever been double teamed by the parent when your dad and your mom come through? They put you in like a tag team combo. You running, one of them grabs, throws you at dad like off the turnbuckle. Yeah. When mom and dad are both there, you in big trouble. You in big trouble. I remember one time, man, I straight up got Marvel vs. Capcom. I felt like I was in an Infinite one time, bro. But my mom and dad put me in an I was like, Magneto's Magneto and what? Sentinel, Magneto, and Cable or something like that. I got, man, my mom took me. I was running from my mom. Hit the corner. I got grabbed. I was trying to slip out. She kind of like slingshotted me. Then here comes my dad. My dad came in like, you know, they do the jump kick in. Yeah, I got Marvel vs. Capcom, bro. That was what was that. Every time we debate one of these grifters, That's what happens. They don't got nothing important to say. Oh man. Actual tag team. Yeah, unfortunately the U could not finish the job last night. Great game though. I did watch the game. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic game. Hey, what's up, someone on Earth? Welcome, man. Did you see the DK Switch 2 update? Yeah, we did see that sell out. We literally went over it. We reacted to it live. Let's see here. You had to do something horrific. You got, well, it's basically because they couldn't catch me. One of the things about me, bro, I was like shifty. People say, yo, OJ, where'd you get your moves from? Did your parents teach you how to play football? I'm like, yes or no. I'm like, yes and no. They didn't ever teach me how to play. My parents didn't spend 1 second teaching me how to play a sport. But growing up in my house back in the day, it was like that because you needed to be resilient. I ran from my sisters. I ran from my brother. I ran from my parents. I learned how to juke and all that from watching TV and running and fighting with my brothers and sisters. My strength, my athleticism, I was just kind of just already born a little bit athletic, but really where I got all my moves in terms of just learning was straight up just watching other people and running and trying to juke out my mom or watching Barry Sanders and trying to emulate juking out my mom or juking out my dad or juking out my brother or ramming headfirst into my sisters trying to fight them or, you know, getting body. My sister would sometimes just pick me up and body slam me and then sit on me. So me just trying to I'd have to struggle to move her because she was bigger than me. I'd have to struggle to move her, or my sisters getting me in headlocks and me trying to escape and me my brother choking me and me I gotta get out, and doing stuff. So I learned how to be athletic by just the household at times. And then of course, once again, like I said, I would watch other people. We would do PE or recess and I'd play sports, but my parents never taught me how to throw a ball or shoot a ball or anything. I mean, they supported me in that, they bought me a football and baseballs and gears and but my dad never, I don't think he never threw me a ball in his life, but he didn't have to. I learned in other ways, and then my brother taught me really how to throw a ball because my brother's 6 years older than me. So he taught me how to throw a ball. He taught me how to run and he taught me how to, shoot a basketball and all that type of stuff. But yeah, but I didn't expect my parents to. My parents weren't athletic. My mom was, but she grew up back in the day. They didn't have any sports in Nigeria back then. My dad, same thing. They were worried about my dad was in a war and stuff like that. They didn't have any time to play sports. There was no sports back then. So I don't expect them to teach me how to play stuff they didn't know how to play. They don't know how to play football and basketball and all that. That's new to them. They never even heard of these sports until they came to America. So I never expected them to teach me anything when it comes to that, but I did expect them to support me, and my mom and dad, they did. My mom took me to football games, and and she paid for my gear and stuff like that, whatever I needed, So that's all I needed from them. I didn't need anything else. I mean, my mom never threw anything at me. Nah, she never threw anything at me. No. My sisters did though. So yeah, definitely trying to dodge stuff there too. They merely adopted the dodging. OJ was born into it. Yeah, we were all part of it. That's kind of how everybody was. So it was a normal thing back then, though. I mean, obviously it's a little bit different now, but back then that was normal. But yeah, straight up, belt to the booty. Yeah, that fourth down run by Mendoza was nasty work, bro. That was nasty work by Mendoza. That fourth down run, oh my goodness. He's a big boy, man. He's a big guy. He's what, 6'5", 220. He's a big guy. He wasn't going down on that run. I never gave up. I never gave up. The struggle was training for me. Yeah, they never give up, man. Never give up. And sometimes you have to give up. If you're beat, you're beat. But you have a lot of heart, And I was the youngest out of everybody, so yeah. Let's see here. I can't remember the video OJ did, but you did a clip. You did a vid where you did some DB moves. DB, a Dragon Ball. It had to have been the Wonderful 101 video like where I did some like backflips and like all that. Which you know what the funniest thing is? I didn't learn how to do a back handspring or a backflip like in gymnastics. Like, oh yeah, like you take them like where they sit there, they have some guy spotting you or some person spotting, like you have like the little lines of all the people flipping. Man, I didn't do that, bro. I was in Nigeria, bro, in 1994 on concrete. Or actually, no, we were in the room and they have tiles there, and they just said, my cousin. I remember like it was yesterday. This is 1994, so this is 32 years ago. I remember going there, and my cousin's there, and we get to Nigeria, right? We fly there. We had hella delays. Like we were in the airport all night. It sucked. But then we get to France, and then we fly from France to Nigeria, and then we finally get to where my uncle is, and all my cousins are there, and we get there at night, and we're all just kind of shy. You know, we don't know any of them. You know, this is well before internet age. And one of my cousins goes, hey, come here. And like, we're about the same age. I think he's a little bit older than me. And he takes me upstairs. My uncle had a nice house. He had a really nice house with multiple rooms. And he takes me upstairs like to this little like loft area. And he's like, hey, look at this. And he just does a backflip. And I'm like, whoa, I never saw anybody do a backflip in person at that time. Like I've seen it on TV, like gymnastics on TV, but nobody IRL ever did a backflip in front of me. So I was like, oh my gosh, how'd you do that? He's like, hey, if you want to learn, I can teach you. And I was like, yeah, teach me. So then he's like, all right. It's like, just jump backwards. And I'm like, I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, just jump backwards and put your hand out. And he's like, and trust me, you'll do it. I'm like, no way, dude, I'm going to hit my head. And he's like, no, don't worry, you'll do it. He didn't spot me anything. He just said, just jump backwards and throw your hand backwards. He's like, you'll do it, trust me. And I'm like, dude, no, that's crazy. He's like, come on. I'm like, all right, fine. So then we go into the room, and he puts like the bed on the ground, and he's like, hey, just jump backwards. If you hit your head, you'll just hit your head on this bed, so it'll be fine. I'm like, okay, no problem. So then I just start jumping backwards and like landing on my back a bunch of times because I was scared. Then eventually I stuck my arms out and I hit a solid like back handspring. It took me like 2 days of doing, a day or two, not even that. And then my brother was like, wow, I want to learn how to do that too. So then my brother starts trying it, and that's how we learn. We just learn by fire, just by doing that. And then backflip, it was just, hey, just jump backwards and don't put your hand out. So that was how I learned how to do it. So everything was like trial by fire back then. There was no like stepping stones and all that. It was just like, hey, just do this and you'll do it at some point. Yeah, you hit your head, that's fine. You won't die. You might have a concussion or you might get a skull fracture, but outside it, you'll be fine. You'll heal. So yeah, man. 90s for sure. Neighborhood kids would chase roughhouse nonstop. Yeah, man. There's a great video by like there's a psychology video that I watched. The psychology of people who grew up in the 90s, and it's like so accurate of the people who grew up in like the 90s a bit and all that, like what they have to go through. You went from like the non-connected area to the vast, rapidly evolving internet area, and like how you treat people and how you listen and how you react. The 90s kids or 90s teens or people that grew up in the 90s are completely different than people who grew up like, you know, well before that, or people who grew up well after that. It's very different. It's very unique, you know, people who grew up in that time period, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. Like people in the 90s, like one of the things that I learned, people in the 90s, like we don't mind silence. We don't mind doing nothing. Like a lot of people today, they have to have something stimulating. They have to be watching something. They have to be doing this. They have to be capturing. They have to be recording. It's like me. I can just sit like this and look at an hourglass. Literally, I can, and it'd be like no big deal whatsoever. I can sit and just do nothing and have zero stimulation. I can just sit still. I really can, you know. But a lot of people in today's day can't. People back in the day, we used to make up games to play, to have fun, which is totally true. My brother, like that's like my brother and me, we still do that to this day. We make all the little made up games where we kick each other and we fight. We still do that to a degree. Not everything, but to a degree. Like that's what we did for fun. We didn't have non-stop entertainment in our faces, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, on demand. So you have to make up your own situation. Boredom wasn't a maybe, it was it's like inevitable that you will be bored. So what do? You know? So it's very different psychology at the time, you know, very different from today's kid. Like, they gotta have something. And I think that's why streamers like before, I guess, Kai Cenat or this new guy, Rakai, or even some of these other people, like, that's why they get so popular. Because people need to have all this. Whereas, like, people like me, if you grew up back then, 80s or 90s, like, you look at these schizo streamers and you're like, you don't understand it. You know, you don't understand some of the stuff, like why somebody would even like this, you know? But once again, it's a different type of day in today's day, you know? Boredom was guaranteed. So you made up your own games, you made up your own things, you made up what you wanted to make up, you know? Today's day, there's no such thing as even being bored in today's day. Like, if you're bored, I mean, holy smokes, there's something wrong. If you're bored in today's day, there's something wrong. Because there's always something to do. There's always something to do in today's day. There's always something to research. There's always something to look at. There's always something to play. There's always something to download. There's always something to watch. There's always something to do. Like, anytime that you need something, you can get it. So, to me, there should be no reason why anybody, at least in America or in any, like, developed country, there should be no reason why anybody's bored, even if you're poor. Because most people that are even poor have a cell phone and can watch YouTube. So yeah. And YouTube's great. YouTube, you have everything that you need to not be bored. There are so many entertaining videos on YouTube. Like I said, whether you want to study, you want to, you know, look at cool stuff, you like, there's so much entertainment. It's crazy, you know? Let's see, you're on point with the 90s. The 90s chat, remember web TV was a thing? Yeah. I live in the Super Mario time. I make my sister mad and I run to escape and instigated most of it with laugh to escape. Okay. I always tell my wife that I can't remember the last time I was bored. I cannot, honestly, I don't remember the last time that I was bored. I think there's been some times where I just have nothing to do, like on some Sundays, like in the, like, after football season. I'm like, oh, there's not much to do, but I'm always thinking, oh, well, what's the next video that I can do for work? Or, oh, I can play this game. Like, I have an assortment of games. I have everything that I could possibly need. I have a bunch of people. If I need to talk to anybody, I can. There's been times when I don't really have much to do. I DM Party Man, like, something funny, or I DM Justin something funny, and, like, they'll send something back or whatever, or I can check whatever messages that I have, or I have a bunch of other people DMing me, you know, or I have emails to check where, like, maybe sponsorships. There's always something. Like, there's always something, but there's never, like, you're never bored, really. Like the only thing that I would say for people that are bored is the people that like to travel. If you like to travel, you need a lot of money to travel. So if traveling is your thing, I can see why people that maybe love to travel, they can be bored. But if you love entertainment, like you love TVs, movies, games, working out, exercise, you know, sports, whatever, like, there's no reason to ever be bored, you know? So yeah. Yo, Joe 9K, my boy, you're up super late. Oh no, you're actually up really early in the morning. Yo, thank you for the big 50 coming through. Let's go, Joe 9K, the homie rolling through. Shout outs for the 90s, yes sir. Yo, that's a huge dono. That is huge. Yo, we appreciate you over here, Joe. I'm sorry I couldn't stream to where it's a little bit better your time, my man. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Big love though, man. Big love. I almost have to schedule time to be bored. I wish I had time to actually be bored, but I don't think I ever have time to actually be bored. I also have, you know, 2 kids. So, like, I'm never bored around my son because my son is just a ball of energy, you know? So, like, if I'm bored, then I'm not being a good dad, especially if I'm at home, because I can go play with my son at any point, and he's always down to play and have fun, you know? So, there should be no reason for me to ever be bored. You know, like I said, I don't recall the last time that I was actually bored. Like, it's, you know, so. Hey, good night, Chris Coy. Remember playing the Game Boy Color for PS1 and time back in the day, really young age, watching really good cartoons. Yeah, that's the life right there. I remember being bored a lot when I was younger, but it was just something that it happened, you know. It just happened, and it was, you know, it is what it is back then. Back then, it is what it is. But in today's day, yeah, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as being bored. Unless you're at somewhere that you really don't like, I guess. But even then, like, it is what it is. You just got to get through it, you know? Shout outs to the Joe. You are now the Hokage Stream Ninja. Hey yo, combo breaks and the limit breaker. We're almost at the 2 times limit breaker. Though. Let's go. Have a good stream. Hey, does he actually have any good information? Is he good at debating? Because I don't mind having him on. We can do the debate show. Yo, what's up, Mr. Rightway? Shout outs to Mr. Rightway. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Mr. Rightway's channel.
Bored, but then I found out it was caffeine doing that to me. Now I'm good.
You used to get bored, Justin? Oh my goodness. Caffeine will make you bored? Yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever, like, there's been times when I have nothing to do. What do? I go work out. I'm like, oh, this would be a great time for me to get a workout in, you know? Like, I can go lift some weights in my garage and all that. Or it's like, oh, I can clean my room. Oh, I can organize my games. Or, oh, I can, you know, wash my clothing. Or I can organize this. Like, there's just always, like, I can go, you know, clean up the backyard a bit. I can go sweep. I can go, you know, clean the kitchen. I can go clean the living room. There's, like, always things like I can go clean my bathroom or the guest bathroom or, like, whatever, right? There's always something. Like, there's been times, like, I don't have anything to do. I'm like, okay, let me go clean my room. Like, let me make sure my office is in tip-top shape. So I go wipe everything down, clean it, put everything away. Like, there's always something. And before you know it, I have to be somewhere, or it's time to sleep, or it's time to feed my son, or it's time to do something, right? Or it's time to go pick up my daughter, or whatever, right? So, like I said, the days just flow by for me, at least, because like I said, I wake up, I've got to, you know, make sure my wife is good. Like, there's sometimes I got appointments for her and all that, so there's always just something to do, you know. There's always just something. Always something. There's always, like, some type of thing that you have to handle as an adult, you know? Like I said, I probably haven't been bored since, like, maybe, like, my college days. But even then, I don't recall ever being bored in my college days. Because college was just... College was interesting for me. Whenever I was bored, I knew who to call. But no, college was interesting. It was interesting. It was fun. Let's see here. Being bored is healthy. I'm too stimulated at work to come home and have almost zero time to be busy. It's low-key crazy. So yeah, like, here's the thing. If you're like, but when you come home from work and you have nothing to do, that's not really being bored though. You have stuff that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You have stuff that's happening. Let's see. Imagination and self-play was so fun when I was a kid. Today, everyone's addicted to their phone or tablet. Hey, what's up, B-Queen? Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I'm guilty of that too. Whenever I have time in between, what am I watching? I'm watching freaking Instagram clips of people making songs about bald people. Like, that's like the new thing. And now everyone is making this song about bald people. And I'm just laughing. I'm sending the clips to my wife. My wife sends clips back to me. So even when I get a little bit of time in between streams or in between workouts or in between whatever, Instagram is like the funniest place. I'm watching people with crooked hairlines and messed up hairlines and messed up hair get their hair fixed. Like, you could one 5 or like a 1 minute or 2 minute clip can turn into like an hour on Instagram. So it's like, it's crazy. Like how funny some of those people are on there. So I'm even guilty of just looking at my phone and watching funny Instagram clips, like, for time, you know? So yeah. Well, to be fair, I never called the person. They would just come over and hang out at times. So, yeah, like, you ever seen like the people that have like the crooked hairlines, like the, yo, you gotta fix my hairline, dog, and it's like their hairline is like a batarang, you know? It's like a, it's like not just receding. There's I have receding hairline. As you get older, that mug will move back. But like, you'll see people that have straight up, like, all of a sudden it's like, you know, I am the night. It was like straight up like batarang, or they just got like Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're about to go Super Saiyan. They got Vegeta. You know, there was one guy that straight up looked like Doug Funny. Like straight up looked like it was, you know, Doug Funny where he has like 3 or 4 strands of hair. Like this man straight up was like, yo, hook me up, bro. It's like, what you mean hook me up? This man straight up had a Doug Funny haircut, and Patty Mayonnaise was not walking through that door. So it was just like stuff like that will just make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man, it was it was a bro. It was a batarang, man. It was a like batarang hairlines, bro. But straight up Vegeta batarangs. It's funny. So it's like, yeah, everyone's beat queen. I'm sometimes guilty of that. Sometimes I do just sit down and do nothing, and it's cool. Like I've done that a number of times, like on Sundays before NFL season or even after NFL season. I'll just sit down and just like lie down and just kind of chill, you know, and I'm completely fine with that too, you know. Or if my brother is here, I mean, we don't even really watch nothing. We don't even sometimes play games. Like we can just mess around and talk about things and hit each other. And we do that all the time. And like my family, they've had it up to here with us. Like my family, my wife, his wife, they've had it up to here with us, man. Because we will be sitting there beating the hell out of each other all day. Kicking each other, pushing each other all day. We don't even need to be stimulated with anything. So yeah, that was like back then, like to be the Queen's point, we'd like make up games and have fun that way. But like I can do that now with my brother. You know, I don't need video games around him or anything like that. Like, but obviously, like, you know, we both have families, so we can't just beat each other up all day. Like we gotta, and like he has a daughter and I have my kids and all that, so we can't do that all day. But they be getting frustrated with us because we do that a lot. We do that too much, you know. Yeah, we saw the free returns update. We reacted and talked about it. Shout outs to Bead Queen though, man. Those vids are hilarious, man. They're really funny. Some people really just shave their head. It's a game changer. I mean, yeah, some people can just shave their head. It's a game changer. Some people can't. Like, you know, eventually I'll shave my head one of these days. But like, I got like a roller coaster head. Like my head goes like this. It goes. There's like it's like Colossus at Magic Mountain. So like I don't know if I'd be the best shaped head for a bald. Like some people say I would be because the beard, which I could maybe take the emphasis off my roller coaster head to the beard. So I mean, eventually I'll get the shaved head, but like I'm hoping I can hold out till like the new treatments come out, to like where you like, you know, you just shoot one injection, all of a sudden your hair grow like a chia pet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we gotta try to hold out as long as possible for that, you know. The Vegeta hairline, yeah, man. The Vegeta, this like the prince of all hairlines. I told y'all the story about what happened to me one time, where I had a brother. He cut my hair, and he had a Vegeta hairline, and he decided to keep pushing my hairline back. Joe, I didn't tell you about this, but this guy kept on he pushed my hairline back, and then like the main guy who cuts my hair now, because I've been going to the same barber guy for like forever, but that same guy that cuts my hair now, he wasn't cutting my hair back then. It was some other guy that he had when he had his own shop. And this dude kept on pushing my hairline back to the point where the main guy had to come and tell him, hey man, no, like look, like you're messing his hairline up. You got to do this. So then when he did it, he just went, and I straight up, like I said, Majin Black, dude. Like I never had a Vegeta hairline in my life. Receding, sure. Back, okay, a little bit. But once again, this was like a decade. This was like in 2016. So this is like a decade ago. Okay. And he definitely put a Majin Black in my forehead. Like it literally went like this. And I don't have that type of hairline. Yes, fading a little bit of corners, maybe not the best. Okay, sure. But I don't have a Vegeta. And I had a Vegeta. Like, I'm like, bro, I look at the mirror, I'm like, bro, I'm like, I don't have, like, where'd this come from? And he was like, oh man, like, y'all hooked. I'm like, no. I'm like, and the guy was like, hey man, it's okay. The haircut on the house. I'm like, bro, look, I don't burn down the house. Look, I don't burn this place down. What you put this Vegeta in my head for? Bruh.
Hey,
Straw
OJ,
Monty with the
personally
3.
Can't stand when I spend free time scrolling any type of shorts or memes.
Yeah.
Feels empty.
Yeah.
I still do it on accident, but I try to spend my free with a video game usually.
Yes, that's the better time to spend it, you know. But sometimes I don't have enough time to actually spend it in a game, so I spend it on Instagram, you know. So Or sometimes I'm in the bathroom way longer than I should be because I'm looking at Instagram, funny Instagram clips. Yo, shout outs 199 on the overclock. We are one combo away from that 2 times platinum. Let's go. LeBron gotta let it go too. I mean, LeBron, it's all the way down to the point to where it's so low. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's to the point where it don't even matter no more, you know? So LeBron, just let him be. Let him live his life, you know? Let him live his life. Sometimes I think the opposite. With all the types of entertainment, people get bored. Our TV only had 4 channels. We were enjoying it. Today, we might take up to 1 hour just to pick something on Netflix. That's true. That's because there's so much choice. You know, there's so many different things that you can pick from, you know? You better tip him. Hey, man, I ain't tipping nothing. Ain't tipping nothing, bro. Yeah, he should have gave me the Majin Black, bro. That's what I call it, the Majin Black. Lucky I didn't have any black people at where I worked at, so they couldn't laugh at me in some way. One of them, my boss actually said nice, and she wasn't being like cheesy. She said nice haircut. I'm like, thank goodness for all the for all these nice white ladies and non-black people that have no idea about a bad black haircut. Cause if it was like when I was like, I don't know, back when I was in like junior high, if I got that type of haircut, I'd be getting roasted by all the brothers there and all the sisters there at school. It would have been bad. Or if, you know, football in when I played college football, if I would have came there with the haircut like that, bruh. So, I mean, I've been roasted for haircuts before, so yeah, it would have been bad. Yeah, God bless all the nice ladies that the place that I worked at. They were very nice about the haircut, and I don't think they were trolling me either. You know, I'm a white dude, and I would have trolled you, but I used to get fades all the time in the military. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, the thing about it is that, like, I mean, it's work, so maybe some of them didn't say nothing, but I don't think really any of them. There is one guy though. His name was like Juan. And like, he played football, he knows how it is. He didn't say nothing though. He didn't say, but I know he was probably thinking it. He was a Mexican dude. But he was like, you know, one of the, man, how to say, like, I didn't say he act black, but he knows about that life. And he was a fast, you know, he was fast. He was a 4'4" guy. He played at San Diego, University of San Diego. So he'd been around a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I think he looked at me a certain way. He was like, oh, hey, what's up? What's up, OJ? I was like, what's up, man? And he just kind of looked and just walked away. And I'm like, man, he knows. He knows I got a Majin Vegeta. He knows. He's been around enough brothers in football to know that there's something not right here. He knew, but he didn't say nothing. You know what? This was before the spray era. This was before the spray era, Huddy, and all you guys. Like, this was before that. So we didn't have the little powder dyes and the little spray. Like, we didn't have all that back then. The spray era started in like the 2020s. That was like the spray era. Like, some brothers were testing it out maybe in the 2000s, but it really didn't pick up steam until, like, I think like Carlos Boozer. He was like one of the first real celebrity test cases. Because he straight up had some like black shoe polish on his head. So they've advanced the technology a bit better. But you see people doing a lot of this stuff, you know, with that. Because I used to have the mushroom cut, you know. Oh yeah, the bowl cut. The bowl cut, yeah. I know about that cut, you know. I know about that cut. Yo, General Zamora getting us to the 200 on the overclock. Platinum and a half. Let's go, baby. Yo, shout outs, man. I appreciate that. General Zamora, we are going. You know what?
Even further beyond.
Even further than beyond, baby. Let's go. Yeah, he knew the culture. It's just standard practice, though. Any Hispanic dude that plays football and runs a 4-4 is automatically like honorary half black or something like that. Like, you're a fast white guy or a fast Mexican guy or fast anything outside, fast Asian guy or whatever the case, you're like honorary like a quarter or something. Like, you're automatically like 1 foot in the door, you know. You know the culture if you're that fast, because people that are, you know, there's some truth to what I'm saying, because the guys that I remember growing up with that were fast, very fast, but weren't black, Black people always wanted to, like, hey man, what's up? They were always like down, you know. I mean, some of the other guys were too. Everybody was cool, you know, whatever. But the fast guys, they were always a little bit more down than some of the other guys. Because a lot of the brothers wanted to know why they're so fast. Like, hey man, help me get fast, you know, so I can run faster, you know. So that's what I noticed, man. Yeah, the shoe polish. You remember the Carlos Boozer shoe polish, you know? The shoe polish back in the day. So yeah. Those enhancements where we spraying the hair follicles. I don't know. The stuff is healthy. I mean, like, there's not really any. It's just shoe polish, or it's just whatever, right? Like, it's just the little thing. Like, it ain't gonna do nothing really. At the end of the day. If you ever get to that point, just shave it off for real. I need to do that on my head. Someone got to blow my head and all that dust flying. It's the way. Well, I mean, like the stuff that you use, like the powder stuff, like that stuff, it stays kind of like locked in, you know. And they're starting to advance it to where it's like, even like if you wipe it, it doesn't quite come off. Like you need to actually put some, like, a lot of water in there, like really, like, you don't get, like, you don't have to like shampoo your head to get all of it off, but it's like a little bit better. So they've been advancing the technology, you know. They've been advancing it. It's been getting better and better since the Carlos Boozer shoe polish days, you know. Hey, what's up, David? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Welcome. The man dark. Yeah, the man dark, yo. Yeah. With the shiny wave through it. Yeah, that was great. Oh man, good stuff. This is better be locked in, bro. It better be locked. Yeah, it better be locked in. It better be locked in. If you guys have questions or comments that are not outside of people's messed up haircuts, let me know in the chat. You can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. I'll be streaming for like another 20 minutes or so, get us to the 3-hour mark. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching today. Appreciate that. But get your questions in. We'll round out this last number of hours on here. So I appreciate you guys watching, and thank you guys for watching today's video, man. Today's video is doing good. We're getting definitely higher averages on our videos. So I want to say thank you guys to everybody who's been watching. Keep the likes up, guys. Keep the hypes up. Let's go, man. We got to get this channel to 200. I mean, you are my dream. If we get to 200,000 subscribers, I think that would be awesome. Like, because there's no reason why this channel shouldn't be higher when it comes to that. So I'm going to be pushing that with the giveaways. I'm going to be pushing that with the marketing. We're going to be pushing that. If you want the best Nintendo Switch 2 entertainment, you want the best RPG entertainment, I'm probably not the best for either one of those, but I'm going to say it because we speak it into existence. We speak it into existence. So I'm going to keep working hard. I'm going to keep getting you guys the best overall. And we're going to keep giving away cool stuff too. Switch 2s, eShop cards. We got to keep it going. So I want to say thank you to everybody. If you're not subscribed and you're watching, what are you waiting for? I know that there's some of you guys that are not subbed that are watching this right now. You better hit that sub button. Get yourself that real shout out. And hit that notification bell. Hit the like button on this vid. Let's keep it rolling, guys. I like the momentum, but 200K should be it for this year. Now, once again, I don't think we're going to hit 200K this year. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's the long-term goal. Now, the short-term, 150K. Now, that's going to be tough because 20K in 1 year, but I think it can be done. Switch 2 getting bigger and better. Nintendo Directs coming in. New giveaways going down. I think 150K for this year can definitely happen. We're already on a positive momentum track. We're up a lot more than last month. So I want to say thank you to everybody here. I appreciate that. And we're going to be doing more stuff too. We're going to be doing more stuff. I'm terrified going bald with all the bumps and craters in my dark skull. So just what you just got to do is just take care of your hair, Psycho Pie. If you take care of your hair, use good hair product, comb your hair right, do all that good stuff. Don't use one of the reasons why I messed my hair up was I was using a lot of those, relaxers and things like that. Don't use any of that stuff. Don't use any of those perms or relaxers or anything. Just do it all, like use all the natural health hair care products, like the Shea Moisture, the stuff that's like built for like black men, right? Like use all that stuff. You use that stuff, you'll be good. I don't think your hair is gonna fall out. I think your hair is gonna be good. Just take care of it. Use a silk beanie You know, when you go to sleep, put some of the nice curl texturizer, moisturizer, put the silk beanie cap on. That stuff's gonna lock in and keep the irritation and keep the issues out of your scalp. So just do that and you'll be good. So yeah, man. Dude's name Edgar is suffering now. Yeah, the Edgar with the Edgar, that's like a double dose right there, bro. Yeah, I know. I'm mostly joking. Probably won't go bald till 29. Well, you won't go bald at all if you just do what I said. We just need Monolith to start showing what they're working on. The channel will cook. Oh yeah, definitely. Once Monolith stop. No, Monolith keep going. But no, I mean, honestly though, for real, like, was that Huddy? Yeah, dude, like the channel's actually kind of cooking right now. We're doing some good stuff. Like I said, the Switch 2 giveaway is really doing good. Like I said, we're getting, I think we've jumped up 500 plus subscribers in the last like 2 or 3 weeks. So it's actually been going pretty good. So that's the casual noob with the dollar. Says nice haircut, OJ. Bald timeline, OJ. The haircut like the Cleveland Brown from Family Guy. I gotta rock on the Family Guy a little bit. Yeah. I gotta go get a haircut though this week, so that's the reason why I'm not wearing any hats or anything, because I'm trying to just like use my natural, you know, hair curler thing that I have, moisturize it a bit, let my scalp breathe a little bit, you know, use my silk beanies and like, you know, let it lock in, and then I'll go get my haircut this week. Probably like maybe Friday or maybe Thursday. I don't know. One of these days I'll go get it, like sometime soon. But yeah. Shout outs. Thank you for the dollar dono. Appreciate you, casual nude combo breaks. Fire Emblem. Oh yeah, Fire Emblem hype. Dude, I got a ton of Fire Emblem. Oh my god, how many new subs did I get in the Fire Emblem arc? I got so many new subs in the Fire Emblem arc. I'm trying to go back to like back when Nintendo invited me to play Fire Emblem. Man, we got so many new people joining on. For Fire Emblem, so many new people joining on. It was great, so good. I remember you know what the funniest thing though? Can any of you guys guess without looking what is my top Fire Emblem video? Can anybody guess what my top Fire Emblem video is in terms of views? What's my top Fire Emblem video? Anybody can guess? Anybody can guess? Without looking, don't cheat. Don't cheat. Just tell me in the chat. Fire Emblem tips and tricks video when it drops. Listen, I don't think you were saying that's the one, but I'll just go ahead and say, yeah, that's the one that actually got me the most views. Was my Fire Emblem tips and tricks video. Yeah, that's what it was. It was 5 big beginner tips to survive Fire Emblem 3 houses. That was the video. I had 88,000 views on that video, over 100 plus new subscribers, 1,000 plus 88,000 views on that video. That's actually significantly the best in terms of view wise. Anything else is 56,000 and below for Fire Emblem videos. So Fire Emblem, yeah, we got to get something like that going. When it comes to Fire Emblem stuff. Oh, I can't wait for my Fire Emblem analysis. That's gonna be so much fun, man. That is gonna be so much fun. But yeah, I got like 150, like when I play Fire Emblem, I made like my videos on there, like 150 views for like I played Fire Emblem early. Talk about the combat. But yeah, I've definitely got a lot of videos where I do really good with Fire Emblem. So yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. We're gonna do Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. There's gonna be a lot of content on that, and that should do really well for me. So yeah, it's just about getting like the cool stuff out, you know. But yeah, like I said, it's going good now, man. Like it's going pretty good. So like we just needed a little bit of a kickstart, because like the whole second half of the year, like we got like no new subs the second half of the year. First half of the year we did, because I got 5,000 plus new subs last year. So it wasn't like it was like, oh, I didn't. But the problem was that I didn't move from like 120 something thousand, because I only got 5. So I went from like 124 to 129. It's like, I mean, that's not bad. It's not terrible. But obviously this channel can do way better than that, right? So we did get 5, but it was like all in the first half of the year. It was like in the first half. The second half with the Switch 2 did not do that great. So it's like, what happened there, right? So I looked at that and I said, okay, I know what happened. So now we're fixing that. So now we're doing a lot better. We're actually doing way better now. I think I've gotten more subs, honestly, like no cap. I think I've gotten more subs in the last like month or so, like the last 2 months or whatever, than I got like in the last like 3 or 4 months of like last year. So it's been good. It's been good. And we've been actually getting people that like Nintendo Switch 2 and RPG stuff. So that's good too. Fire Emblem 3 Houses tips and tricks video. My bro's wife does hair professionally and she's from the islands. Oh, well, she ran into all those organic stuff. Thankful for it. Yeah, that's good. I got to hold it in my hands at Switch 2 this past weekend. It was my nephew's. That thing is solidly built and detached and attracting on the Joy-Con is extremely satisfying and addicting. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good system, man. If you like the Switch 1, it's like the Switch 1, but just way better. It's like the Switch 1, but way better. Now, it's not better in every respect, like an OLED, like obviously screen, battery life, but most of the stuff, it's like way better. Like most things are way better. So yeah. I love Byleth, my favorite Fire Emblem avatar by far. Shout outs to Byleth, boys and girls. Let's go. Yeah. Byleth is awesome. I like Byleth too. I like Ike. I like Byleth. I like Lucina. I like Chrom. I like Robin. I like, oh my gosh, I like so many of the Fire Emblem characters. They're all great in their own way. All great in their own way. You know? The funniest thing though is like my the I Am Dr. Mario video. That video still gets like 54 views in the last 48 hours. So some people are still watching the I Am Dr. Mario video, which is just it's crazy. It's crazy that they're still watching this I Am Dr. Mario video. That's the crazy thing. Let's see, Mario Kart to me is worth 8. I don't know if Mario Kart's worth 80. I think that getting it in the bundle is definitely better than paying 80 for it, in my opinion. The Dr. Mario video is funny. It's funny, but it's so stupid. It's such a dumb video. That's why I guess it's good, right? It's the stuff that is the stuff that you never expect to do well, does well. So yeah. I have watched it so many times. The Dr. Mario video. That's why it has so many views. All of you guys just sitting there and watching it over and over. Like, I remember when it first came out. I remember editing the video, Beat Queen. And I remember thinking to myself, like lining everything up and thinking to myself, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, what's going? Like, why am I making a Dr. I mean, no, at the time I had a good job and I was working on getting towards, you know, actually no, I think I had moved out of my parents' place and I got my own apartment at that time. So everything was fine. I had a good job. Everything was fine. But I think I was at a little bit of a standstill of what type of content to make. Yeah, because I think it was the end of it was the end of 2015. So yeah, it was the end of 2015. So I had a regular day job. I worked as like a health coach and it was good. It was an okay job, okay pay, okay everything. And like I said, I was just in an apartment, in like an okay apartment. And I didn't really know what to do with content. I couldn't be first to make the edited videos. I couldn't make consistent videos because I was at work all day. So I was just thinking of stuff to do. So the what's it called? Got an update. Smash Brothers got an update and Dr. Mario got a big update. So I was like, oh, this could be funny. And like, I've always listened to that Brental Floss song. Like, I used to be a big fan of his channel because he would sing all sorts of different songs with like Nintendo games, you know, Castlevania and all sorts of stuff. So I thought it was funny. So I thought the song was really, and like the animation was really funny. So I figured like, hey, this could be funny if I put this track to this, me playing with Dr. Mario and Smash Brothers. And somehow that seems to be the best viewed video on my channel, which it's funny, but then it's like not funny. It's like, it's cool and it's like, oh, that's great. People like the video a lot. Like, it kind of went like low-key viral, right? Not quite 1 million views, but like close to 1 million views, or you know, maybe it'll be 1 million views one day. I don't know. But the fact that like you know, people watched it like that was funny. Yeah, 880,000 views on that video, over 5,000 likes. So yeah, I don't know. I am Dr. Mario. I'm gonna go yeah, rewatch it. I need people to watch it as many times as possible, so we can get that video to like 1 million views. I think that would be fun. I've never had a 1 million view video, but yeah. If you type in I am Dr. Mario, my video is still number 2. You have the I am Dr. Mario lyrics with English subs, but this isn't Brento Floss's channel. Somebody else stole this from Brento Floss. Hold up, let me see. Popped in my feed. I had lyrics. Hold up. Yeah, this is Brento Floss's video. The dude just, all the dude did was just take the video and put lyric. Did he just put lyrics on the video? He just put lyrics on the video. That's all. I think he just subtitled with Mario text. That's all he did. He just subtitled it with Mario text. This is a stolen video. Look. This was a stolen video. Look, Toadstool. This is Brento Floss's video.
I look different in this game. I lost my hat, got a code, Dr. Light stethoscope. I am Dr. Mario, and I prescribe my vibes. Letter Z, best medicine, so
you fell down.
In the Mushroom Kingdom, I'm the finest dog by far. I got my degree by watching House and Scrubs and ER. Rightly colored pills, they'll cure all your ills. Just as long as you've got fever or the chills. Take off your pants.
Good. Now let's see. Turn your head and cough. Okay, now do me, please. Okay, for those that are too young, back in the day, that's actually that's just not just a weird joke, okay? Back in the day when you used to get a physical, for men at least, they used to actually do that. So that's a pretty funny little thing in there. But they don't do that anymore for physicals. But back in the day, even when I was playing football, I have gotten one physical in my lifetime where they do that. There was one time where when I got a physical, they do that. What they do is that they literally hold them and tell you to cough. So that's not just a made up thing. That's a real thing that a doctor would do for physicals. I'm dead serious. And I'm not joking, guys. They don't do them anymore. Maybe some people still do that, but it's very uncommon to do a physical like that. But that was definitely how they did physicals back in the day. Absolutely, they did physicals like that, where they literally just hold on, cough, and I think they're trying to. I don't know what the reason why they do that, but they do it. Now, if you research it, you can probably find out why they did that back then, and maybe why they don't do that now. But yeah. That's how they did physicals back then. Once I got into college and older, like they stopped kind of doing physicals like that. But when I was younger, yeah, that's how they did physicals. 100%, that's how they did physicals. So yeah. Okay, yeah. It's just, so that's actually a pretty funny thing that he threw in there to say, turn your head and cough. Oh, okay, now that's funny. That's hilarious in my opinion. So back then, because this video was like 16 years ago, it would be funny if you played sports. You'd be like, oh yeah, that's funny because that's what you would do for physicals. You know, they would do that. Let's see. I got a few physicals when I was younger where they did that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So people that are older know what I'm talking about. I had to do that yearly in high school sports. They did it to check for testicular issues. Yeah, okay, testicular issues to see if there was any problems, like when you whatever. So yeah, that was just what it was. Oh yeah, I had a lady doctor do that to me 5 years ago when I was working pharma manufacturing to check for hernia. Right, 5 years ago? I think she just did it because she wanted to. Wait, 5 years ago? Nah, she just felt like doing it, fam. I don't know about that. I don't know about 5 years ago. No, she's like, oh yeah, we do it the old way. You know. She had the same degree as Dr. Mario, bro. I got my degree from watching House and Scrubs and E. She had that Dr. Mars. She had that NES Nintendo Seal of Quality degree, bro. She had that Seal of Quality degree. She didn't have no real degree. Yo, Cosmos, thank you for the subscription, bro. I appreciate that. You got duped.
Is it hard to see? No. I am diagnosing you with HPV.
You've got mononucleosis, halitosis, scoliosis. 15 days is my prognosis. You need red and blue pill doses. You've got scabies and phlebitis, chronic rabies, hepatitis. You'll be brave and you'll unite us. Then you'll die of meningitis. Wait. I'm wrong. You have crabs.
Brightly colored pills. They'll cure all your ills.
Just as long as you've got fever.
I had to watch this video. I had to watch this video like 100 times to get the timing right.
I was a little kid and wanted to get out of school, so I lied having peeing problems and had to get one of those checks. I never lied again. Lol.
Justin's like, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for this.
I saw Brental Floss's I Am Dr. Mario video on Newgrounds way before I knew it was Brental Floss.
Yeah.
God, you playing that reminded me of Newgrounds and made me feel old.
Shout outs to Straw. Thank you for the 3. Shout outs to Justin with the 3. Justin out here lying. Oh yeah, you lying, huh? Let me go get you. You're over here copy. Yeah, never again. Never again. That's hilarious, Justin. That's what you get for lying, right? Yeah, this is the person just put the what's it called? The lyrics on there, but that's from Brental Floss. People out here taking his people out here stealing his G-rated lyrics. What? G-rated? What's this one?
I am Dr. Mario and I am saving lives. I look different in this game. I lost a hand, got a cold doctor like that. So I am Dr. Mario and I prescribe high fives. Letters the best medicine, so that'll be $20. In the Mushroom Kingdom, I'm the finest dog by far. I got my degree by watching House and Scrubs and ER. Brightly colored pills, they'll cure all your ills. Just as long as you've got fever or the chills. I'll check your lungs. Breathe naturally. You sound real bad. Oh, wait, that's me. How embarrassing. Does it hurt right here? No. Does it hurt right there? No. Mr. Floss, I think you've got receding hair.
Mr. Floss, I think you got receding hair. This one's hilarious.
Scoliosis, 15 days is my prognosis. You need red and blue pill doses. You've got scabies and phlebitis, chronic rabies, hepatitis. You'll be brave and you'll unite us, but you might get meningitis. Wait. I'm wrong. You have the plague? Don't touch me! Brightly colored pills. They'll cure all your ills. Just as long as you've got fever. Oh, chills. Take it, Floss. Dr. Mario.
Oh my god, this version's hilarious. I think this version's more funny because you know how not obviously a bit dirty the real version is. So the fact that he made a G-rated version of it is it was only 5 years ago, so this wasn't that long ago. Okay. So he made this in 2021 or 2020. So yeah, he made it about 6 years ago now. The fact that he made this about 6 years ago is hilarious. That's so great. 6 years ago for that. This guy has all sorts of really funny videos on his channel. If you haven't heard of Brental Floss, check out his music videos. They're great. I think there's another one that I really like. This thumbnail is insane, by the way. Look at this thumbnail. This Dr. Mario thumbnail. I think that there's one that I really want to listen to that I thought was really good. It's the Castlevania one. That one is really good. But yeah, Brentalfloss, he's goated, man. He's goated. Give me wait, hold on. No. My son thinks Brentalfloss is goated. All right, we'll listen to one more and then we'll call it here. I think, dude, I think it's the Castlevania with lyrics. That one is so good. Castlevania. I think, yeah, Castlevania. Okay, yeah, Castlevania with lyrics. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Here we go. This one's really funny, too. This one's super funny.
7 years ago, Simon Belmont defeated the evil Count Dracula. The Count's body was split into many parts and hidden away so he could never be resurrected. But just before he perished, Dracula laid a curse on Simon Belmont. I curse you. Now Simon must travel to all corners of Transylvania, piece Dracula back together, and vanquish him once and for all before it's too late.
How to curse him?
Dracula, I am Bacula to lay the smacula. Like great grandpa Trevor, whipping hearts, inhaling zombie parts. I'll find your body parts so I can put you back together. I'll raise all over the place, and when I find your face, I'm gonna stick his back and snip his snap. I got your nose and I found your toes and your elbows and your tiny penis. Oh my God, it's so tiny. How'd you ever have sex with this thing? Yeah, Dracula. Aw, man.
Oh, this part of the game is
Yeah, Dracula, I will attack you, bro. You'll be spectacular. When I set you on fire, Drac appears every 100 years, but he'll cry bloody tears and wish he never was a vampire. I'll raise all over the place, and when I find his face, I'm gonna pick his back and slip his snap up. I'm a max, his balls are brass, and when I find his ass, I'm gonna kick it. I'll raise all over the place, and when I find your face, hey, you Drac, I got you in a sack. You better watch your back, cause I'm a vampire killer.
Oh my God. I remember seeing this video and I could not stop laughing when he goes, highways all over the place. When I get space, I'm gonna smack them. Oh my God. Yeah, this was back before it all comes back to grifters. No, we had grifters back then, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad. But this was such a creative time in YouTube. You had angry video game nerd, you had a lot. You had Screw Attack that was really picking up steam. You just had, oh man, it was such a different time. It was such a more fun, adventurous time, man. It was so much better. Listen, YouTube's obviously, it's like better like now. Like you can find a lot of cool stuff. You can find funny stuff. You can let's just keep it real. But the time period that this type of stuff came from, bro, it was so great, man. Make sure you guys go sub to Brentalfloss. He don't really make a lot of videos anymore, but if you want to watch his back catalog and stuff, his back catalog is crazy. He's got some really funny lyrics, videos with lyrics. Really funny. So if you just click on videos and you just click on popular, you'll see all of his funniest stuff, Baby Yoshi. This one's funny. There's another really funny one. I think it's we gotta watch one more. I'll give you guys one more. You can rewatch these two because they're just so funny. Punch Out. Yeah, back then, grifters had to work harder because there wasn't AI. That's true. There wasn't AI slop and all that. And not only that, but YouTube didn't even promote grifter videos like that. YouTube promoted videos like this, Brentalfloss. Look at these videos. This dude got 9 million views 16 years ago. Obviously he's been getting views since then, but you guys know what I'm saying. These videos were highly viewed even back then. To get 100K views or 200K views was really difficult back then, and this guy would get it, right? You got grifters that are getting 100K views off of slop, off of doing nothing, no effort whatsoever, and they're getting views. Now it's going down, obviously, but back then you actually had to work for your views. You had to work really hard to get, if you had a 100K view video or a 200K view video or a million, bro, that video was usually good. It was usually funny. It was usually good. Now you'll see so many trash videos, not even just grifters, but just so many trash videos that got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, a million views, and they garbage, and they straight booty, like straight trash. Because like I said, some people just, like YouTube will allow grifters to just ride the wave, you know. The Punch Out video was dope though. Hold up, we gotta look at. Yeah, the Punch Out video is really funny.
Jack is the bomb.
Look at this, man. 2009, back in the day, before Screw Attack went grifter. Before Screw Attack went grifter on us.
Jack is the bomb.
Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Screw Attack didn't go grifter, just like the main guy, Stuttering Craig. He's like kind of crazy grifter at this point, but like, yeah. He founded Screw Attack.
I was 5 when I got Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Mike was tough. Oh man, that guy could knock your lunch out. Then he went to jail. I went to jail. His contract went upstream. Nintendo still had a scheme with douchebaggy Mr. Dream. Oh no! Now, luckily, Punch Out is back for the Wii. Wait, there's no Mike Tyson on the remake. Bullshit cock. So what's the point of having a remake?
6'7".
That's a bunch of shit. Bald Bull I kind of like, but just 'cause we look alike, he's not half as cool as Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Tyson. Yeah, boy. Lend me your ears. 6, 7, 8. I'm Iron Mike, and I'll knock you into space. I got more punch than Rihanna's face because I float like an inner tube, sting like a scorpion. I'll let you so splendiferously, you'll need some morphine. Ask me if I like to eat meat. I am carnivorous. Ask me what kind of trees I like. I say carnivorous. Ask me how my attitude is. It is vociferous. Don't believe the words that I say. Well, then consider this. I am ferocious. My word bank is copious. In fact, it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm Kid Dynamite. Always tripping fight or flight. Cover up your ears, baby. I might try a bite. I ain't crazy. The media fillets me, but now you know I rap like Ludacris or Jay-Z. That's a nice bicycle, Brindle Floss. It's mine now. See ya. Whoa, bike! Tyson stole my bike. That guy's name is Mike. And he stole my bike. No! Tyson stole my bike. Man, I hate Mike Tyson.
So, like I said, this was back in the day, so creative with what you had to do. You actually played the games. It's so crazy. You can tell this dude knows everything about the games that he's talking about because he adds in little things, right? The whole bike segment, that was a famous scene and like such a funny scene. Not funny, but it was just like a famous scene that you saw all the time in the original Punch Out, where you'd be riding the bike, they give you the password or whatever, you're getting ready for the next, match. And the fact that he kind of put that in there with it, and then like the bald bull joke and things like that. Like back then, once again, you actually had to know the source material. You did not have, like I said, the AI, or you did not have other things. Like it's great to, like I said, back then, man, you really had to put a lot of time and effort into the videos to get it to do well. Like if you got a video that got like, for like a content creator like myself, if I got a video that got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views, I was pretty happy with that, right? Like that was pretty good, because it was even hard to get that for just talking about video games. But if you really wanted to get the high end views, man, you really had to think outside the box. And like Brentofloss, he was one of the guys that that he really thought outside the box when it came to some of that stuff. Like obviously it's not sustainable for a really, really long amount of time, because once again, people can make an AI song about anything now. You could just sit there and say, all right, AI, draft me up a rap lyrics to this game, and they can put together anything. So that's not hard to do now in today's day. But back then, man, it was really difficult to write the lyrics, to sing it, to get multiple shots. We didn't have the camera technology too. Today's camera technology, way better than it was 16 years ago. That when he shot this video. How many years ago was this video? When he shot this video in 2010. So, like, or actually it originally aired in 2009. So he shot this video 16 years ago. So yeah, it was a long time ago, right? So he shot this video a long time ago. So even I remember even shooting videos and splicing together and cutting together videos back then, like with that many cuts and that many, like the audio to make it sound good and all that, bro, like it was nearly impossible to do that type of stuff without like having like a budget or people that knew a lot more. But today's day, it's so much easier, which is good. You know, obviously you want technology to advance, you want people to be able to do new things and try different stuff. But yeah, like it's awesome, man. And people like AVGN were filming off the VHS camcorder. Yeah, I mean, like when I first started making my videos, like I was filming it off of like a little like a cheap digital camera that you would put an SD card into, and I put it on top of a bunch of books, and I put it on a chair, like a wooden chair, on top of a bunch of my school books, and then I would just press the button, and then I'd play off to the side, like it was so ghetto. But that's what we did, man. We did it because we loved content creation. And all that. Like, it's just kind of sad looking at today's day and then looking at it back then, like, you know, in terms of stuff. But hey, it is what it is, you know? I was never into Smosh, but, you know, I know people like them, but I never thought they were cool at all. I thought they were lame. I actually thought they were pretty lame. But yeah, I see why people like them and all that, like, for sure. But all right, guys, we are going to wrap it up for here, man. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. Thank you guys for being awesome. Appreciate everybody that came through. Check out my most recent video, man. And yeah, Brooklyn, we already went over the Nintendo the Donkey Kong update. We already went over that. So yeah, so good stuff. So yes, we know. All right, so yeah, check out my most recent video, guys. If you haven't seen it, I think it's dope. It talks about new games coming. Switch 2 stuff, talks about all that. We'll talk about the Donkey Kong update. I'll have an update for you guys on that and what I think. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. I'll talk about some of the other stuff, like, you know, Kingdom Hearts, and we'll talk about everything. I have some more information to potentially give. So watch my video tomorrow morning. I don't know what time it'll be up. It'll be up at some point. So go watch that video, or watch the video that I just linked right now. But then tomorrow I'll have a new video as well. Happy birthday to General Zamora. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Happy birthday. And once again, to many, 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 many more birthdays. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for your support. 2 shout outs to Big Joe. Thank you for the big 50 ending the stream as Hokage and Stream Ninja. Also, big love to Justin and everybody that dropped donos today. Party Man, Straw Hat. Thank you guys so much, man. I really appreciate that. Puka, Nick93, Cyber Taurus as well. Opening thread. Let's go. Brotendo Shillington, Matt. Shout outs, guys. Yak Diesel. Thank you, guys. Jeffrey Tucker with the Buck Bumble, the Toby Blaster, Raw Toby Blaster coming through. Justin, Mario RPG fan, let's go. Big love, guys. Big love. So thank you guys so much for your support, man. Seriously. Hope you guys all have a great night. And we'll probably see you guys back. I don't know how my schedule is going to work out. We might stream tomorrow. We might not. Thursday, I might be busy, so we might not stream that day. Or, like I said, I'm still working some things out. So we'll see when we're live next. Just hit the notification bell. Watch the videos in the meantime, so make sure that it pops up on your feed, like when I do go live. And I'll let you guys know ahead of time, of course, too. Or I'll schedule it. So, yeah. All right, guys. Love y'all so much. We'll see you guys for the next one.